Town, what's up? You know what time it is? It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is what? Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday. What y'all call this Tuesday? What what terrific Tuesday? What y'all call it? I know y'all call it something. But I'm just glad to be here today. A lot of stuff happening. Big game last night. Before we go anywhere, I want to acknowledge the first 5 people that signed into the Chop Shop feed today. And let me look and let me cross pollinate my my information. I see on this device. I got a device right here. I got a device right there. Then I got a big screen right here. And I just want to make sure. Let me see. I'm trying to get them all right. Let's see. God, I got some guys on this one. Just not on that one. How am I do this? How am I do this? Let me make sure now. Hold up. All right. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna give an addendum today because I see on my this device here. I see Walter Yates and Kevin Lewis. They just watching. Okay, they ain't said nothing yet, but they just watching. So I caught them. I got them. But I got Alex Sestero. He checked in. D Holcomb checked in. Corey Willis checked in. Thaddeus Moody checked in, and Dale Griggs checked in. So these people over here ain't said nothing, but I caught them on this device. If you don't on my main feed, it didn't come up. So I got them. Okay, but I want you, if you let's get, if you're on YouTube and you watching us on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, you can like and share. But if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button and the whatever button you can hit, the like button, the impression button, the thumbs up button on YouTube, okay? Because they say yesterday we had a lot of people on there, but then before people like it, and then maybe they didn't get it. But make sure we do that. Corey Willis, D Holcomb, that who else on there? Y'all make sure the people come on. Who else on there? Jeremy Davis, Mindy, and Alex. Alex, you on both. But Alex, just make sure you hit the like button. Yeah, just as soon as you come on, just hit the like button. And I'm gonna tell you something I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna go to YouTube to myself, and I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna do it right here while I'm on the show. There's the show. Okay. I hope y'all can see a little bit. I'm gonna push the share button. Oh, let's go back this way. Push the share button. No, I don't want to put text. I ain't gonna text nobody. I ain't got time. I'm gonna push the Twitter and see it pops up. Then I can just tweet it. I can just tweet it. Don't be looking at my message. And I just tweeted it out. So when it just, all we trying to do is get a great digital footprint, because the words we be saying on this show and the information we giving out, I wish I can bring y'all inside of my email sometime. It is truly thankful. I'm grateful to y'all. It is truly getting around the country and around the world, and people are actually taking this information and using this information. We in Houston. That's just Robert and Jim. But the people around the world and around the country, these words mean something to them. I hope they mean something to you too, but it means a lot to those people. And I just wanted to let you know, you being a part of this Chop Shop, because I saw some stuff yesterday and how stuff can get out of hand, because people on this feed, they go back and forth and they mess with each other, go back and forth and tease with each other. Then some people, take it to another level. I got it, man. Come on, y'all. We grown. We grown. All right. And we got kids watching us. I see you out there, Chris Charles. I see you, Kim Jackson. We got kids watching us. We got to be examples. We can't be on here commenting back and forth, talking about people's occupations and what they do and how they do it. Come on, man. Come on, y'all, man, we ain't grown up yet. I mean, we 6 years strong in this thing, and we still infants. We still infants, in understanding how to communicate with each other. Man, conversation rules the nation. Watch what you say. I said what I said. May 5th, I made a resolution because Stephanie, how you doing? Stephanie, some of we got some people that just ain't that, just a little bit. Some people just not used to a black man being, saying what they mean and meaning what they say. And I understand it. Some guys run around their house and some guys run their house. And it's just certain things happen. And then, well, Robert, you always get. So I said, May 5th, I'm gonna allow you to say anything within reason, because I can't. We still Facebook, and YouTube. They always like the show when the show go off. They send me stuff saying certain things that been said. If it's crazy, y'all usually real good about it. But I'm just just doing a little house cleaning right now. Who is that in South Beach? Oh my God, my tell you in South Beach. Don't say that to me. What's up, Marcus Carroll? Uh, who is that? Alex Caceres. Yeah, I got to share this stuff with y'all because y'all, we got a kindred spirit here. When let me tell you something. When you think enough of this show to come on, man, I appreciate you. I'm gonna talk stuff to you now. Don't That's Robert Hatter though. This ain't like I leave the show and I don't talk stuff. Did y'all hear me on the golf course? I do it everywhere. But it's all cool. Let me see. He said YouTube got 8 watch. See, that is Moody. He said we got 8 people watching, only 4 likes. So let's get them likes in there. Daryl Barnes, you just came in there. Let's get them. How do your background look like where I am? I'm gonna tell you, that's in Puerto Rico. That's happened to be in Puerto Rico. That is the basketball court that Carmelo Anthony, what you call it, donated, and in Puerto Rico. I'm sorry, I got too much stuff in the way. Yeah, yes, Melo did that. That's in Puerto Rico. Yeah, it's over in Puerto Rico. But you're right. It looks sort of, my background looks sort of like it. Yes. Hey, D White. About Barnes, make sure you like that show. Kim Jackson, I know you're gonna like the show. I ain't worried about you. Ethics and decorum. Oh, look at my boy. Look at my main man. Marcus Carey. He said ethics and decorum. We're gonna talk back, and I want y'all to talk back. Have y'all noticed? Sometimes it just be boring to me if ain't nobody saying nothing crazy. Then I just be, y'all help me. I'm serious. Y'all help me out. And some people don't. We got somebody on this feed. How to always getting them. Quit being so soft, dude. You know what I'm talking about. Being so soft. How to be hating on me. Dude, I'm too blessed to hate on anybody. Come on, man. No, can't do that. You ain't that big. You ain't that big. Nobody's that big to be hated on. Alfio. I love Alfio. Alfio. I got Garrett Carter's in the building. Yeah, Trey Phillips. Trey Phillips used to get on me a long time ago. But I enjoy it because y'all got to realize, y'all, this chop shop. I told y'all, it's like we're in the world's messiest intersection. The intersection that meets up with sports, entertainment, religion. What else we got? Politics, summer basketball. All of this. All of these controversial subjects, and we sit and talk about it. We sit and meet at this intersection, and we talk about it, and we just try to get better. I listen to y'all. Boss Life Key, I listen. Y'all don't understand. I listen. I have a person that keeps contact with keep track of the comments. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great, y'all got to hear people, when I go places, I did not know the people we are helping. Y'all, listen to me. This ain't just me and Jimmy, because let me tell you something. If I ever come on this show and y'all not on here, I'm going to hang up and go play golf. Let me repeat that. If I ever, so y'all are a part of it. Y'all are a part of it. Man, my partner right now got his golf cart gassed up. He be waiting on me to get off the show. So, but he said, "Are you coming to the Nike Tournament of Champions? That's the same weekend." You know what? I'm gonna look into it. That is Moody. I need to get that. I needed to give. I need to get to Chicago, man, because I need to get up there, come up there, and see you. I'm gonna make it happen, man. They just got me doing so much stuff, man. Soon as this show over on Thursday, y'all just don't understand. I'm scattered. I'm scattered everywhere. Then I try to get back. I miss y'all that one day on that Wednesday. But let me tell you something. That was the greatest Wednesday. I never want to miss y'all, but it was a great Wednesday. I got a chance to play golf with Kendall Jackson and the crew, and but it was just great weekend, man. Great week. But let's talk about a little bit the game last night. We can go there because we got special guests coming on today. Okay, so let me get all this good stuff out of the way. We got special guests. Then I saw something before. Let's talk. Do I talk about the game or do I talk about this stuff that happened? I don't know. Oh my God, y'all! It's just when y'all look at my and I had the advantage last night again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last night I watched the basketball game with 4 former NBA players. 3 of them is coached in NBA. The 3 of them has been assistant coach, not head coaches. 3 have been assistant. I watched the game. Y'all is so different watching the game with those guys. See, me, I'm going to watch the game the way I watch. Y'all got to understand, when I'm at home, and some people know me, I don't turn the volume up. I tape it. I don't like to turn the volume up. I want to go back. See, I just like to watch the game because what I be doing since I've been calling, now I've been doing it a long time, but calling them games for TSU made me understand how quick I have to process the game and analyze the game after every timeout. After most timeouts, I got to tell the people on the radio what just happened because they might have didn't see it. You follow me? So I got to tell a story of what just happened. So I'm practicing now in my mind, just telling the story. But last night, I was at somebody else's place last night and had a great time. I mean, watching with these guys and just how one former NBA player never said nothing. Not one thing during the whole game. He sit there the whole game. Ain't no way in the world I can sit and watch the whole game. Another one sit there. He only talk stuff at halftime. We had one. Let's go Celtic. Let's go Celtic. He's a former Celtic. Okay. I wanted to backhand slap him. Because I like y'all got to, let me tell y'all something. This is the worst series in the world for me. Kim, and I know they gonna snitch and tell it on me, because all of us know the same guy. I was cheering for the Warriors last night, man. John Newsom, can you imagine? Somebody else put me in Kim, I want y'all to have empathy for me, okay? Not sympathy, empathy. Your dude can win his first as a coach, Damon Stoudemire. But you love Stephen Curry forever, right? You know, you bragged, the babyface assassin. He was my first ever nephew. You follow me? Kim, y'all got to help me last night, and I be feeling guilty. But I wanted Steph to win last night. Notice I didn't say the Warriors. Did anybody say the Warriors? All I said was Steph. Notice what I said this. Steph. I want Steph. Because we had one of them in there, knowing how I feel about Steph. One of the coaches. Yeah, put him in the defense. He can't play no defense. Hey, how the hell he gonna be a top 10? And I know that was directed at one person in the whole entire place. It was directed at me. And then, hold up, y'all. Did y'all see? With Stephen, they tried to put Stephen in some little cross, and he had to guard Al Horford up under the rim, and he fronted him and backed him out, and they tried to throw it in there. He hit the ball down. That's defense. Trey Phillips, where are my coaches at? Trey Phillips and who are my coaches? Herb. Stop it, Herb. Hey, Herb, quit telling it, man. I wasn't gonna tell nobody's names. Hey, but Alex, he said, who is doing a better job coaching in the Steve Harris? Talent is very simple. So is there coaching? Alex, Robert, this is just me, Alex. It's me. I think coaches get too much credit and too much blame. I'm going to repeat that. I feel coaches. So me saying coaches get too much credit and get too much blame. Because one of those guys, NBA player, NBA coach, came in at halftime telling him, got smart with me. But it was his place, so I couldn't say nothing to him. He said, what he said? He said something slick. Steve Kerr made a dumb move. He took, what's his name, Looney out too quick. That's going to come back to haunt him. Y'all see just the kind of stuff they be. I can't get and just watch the game. They coming to me with commentaries and y'all. I promise you, I can't film it. I wish I could tape it. I wish I could tape it. How one player just sit there. Ain't no way in the world I can sit there the whole game and not say nothing. So let me see. Hey, Reggie, it was crazy last night, Reggie. Kim said, I'm going for the Celtics. I want Big Al to get a championship. Big Al. Who was Big Al? Big Al. Both of those guys were making adjustments, but the star players are making. I like that, Walter Yates. But I always said Walter Yates. That's just me. Big game experience. Tatum is not really ready. Tatum was either shaking with his dribble. He was kind of shaky with his dribble in the beginning. Oh, Al Horford. I'm sorry. Big Al. Okay, Big Al. Man, I don't care about no damn Big Al. I don't care about no Big Al. I'm glad Kim like Big Al. I like Lil Damon. That's why. He said, I wish I could be a fly on the wall. Dude, I wish I could bring y'all in, man. I wish all of y'all could have been at that place last night. Y'all could see the difference in emotions. And I'm watching Damon Stoudemire on the bench. He don't say nothing. But I finally, he got up last night and he had to haul out some kind of order. I saw that. I said, damn, he got up at the center. Because I be asking him. I said, dude, how can you sit there and don't have a freaking emotion? He said, man, my job is to watch and analyze this game and assist my head coach. I ain't got time to be up and down. I got to be focused on the next play, I said, that's why you are who you are. And me, I'm just Robert Hatter over here talking. And they was all messing with me. Come on. What you gonna sell the chop shop tomorrow? Yeah, okay. They was messing with me. But he need to record like No Chill Gil does. And you know what though? I don't like doing that. Gil trying to do that for his show. That's what he do for his show. this wasn't part of the chop shop last night. I'm just bringing y'all. These my friends just getting together in a private situation. I don't wanna. I ain't trying to capitalize on my friends. That's just me. I ain't trying to capitalize on that. I'm just taking y'all behind the curtain of four guys who've been in the NBA and how they look and watch the game. And like I said, one guy never say nothing. One messing with me, telling me, talking about Stephon Curry. One talking about let's go Celtics, and one out there talking about the adjustments that Steve Kerr need to make. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a unique thing. But what y'all thought? Tell me what y'all thought about. People want to cook Curry for a bad shoot. Marcus Curry, tell me who want to cook Curry for having a bad shooting night. Who? Marcus Carroll, please put the people's names in their social media who want to cook this man for last night. He just missed shots. He had open shots. You miss shots when you shoot them far out. I don't know if you know that. He said, and he isn't the first superstar to have a bad shooting night. But see, what I say about people like that, they just don't understand the game. I saw where Andrew Wiggins, they just let him go in and make a layup because they were worried about Stephen Curry. Do y'all? Hey, we got coach on the team. We got Coach Walter Yates. He finna have. I know he wish he had a player that everybody gonna draw out towards that helps the other guys have wide open everything. Did y'all see what this guy be doing? See, y'all be focusing on his shot all the time. Man, everybody miss shots. He had 40-something one night and what 14 last night? Add that up. I don't think he was a decoy. It's just the people pay so much attention to this one. Herb, did you ever get double teamed? I ain't never get double teamed. When you get double teamed, man, you a badass dude, man. When you got three guys watching you, you a bad dude, man. Now that man wasn't thinking about no drama of his mama and dad. Because he played well. Did y'all see his defensive possession? Did y'all see him on defense? Because I know y'all don't watch him. Y'all just say, he just don't play. Man, that man was shoulders, chest to chest. It's just unbelievable. He ain't thinking about his mama and daddy. Hell no. But if you're a shooter, Karen Roach, all he did this game, in case you don't know nothing about basketball, when he go around and pick and roll, the guy showed early and often instead of laying back and giving Steph one. So when that happened, he had 8 assists and you were talking about him shooting. He said, bam. He said, bam. If 3 guys on you, what? Give me a coach. If I got 3 guys worried about me, coach, please tell me what you're going to tell him. Please tell Trey Phillips. Thank you. Had a bad game from behind the arc. Jermaine, just watch the game. Jermaine, if you tape the game, do me a favor and go back and watch it without Mark Jackson and all them running their damn mouth. Just watch it. Get off the ball. What? Hold up. What's your homeboy name? Jaylen Brown was trying to split the double teams and turning that bitch over. That's what you want Steph to do? You're too smart for that. That man ain't worried about no streak. That streak is for you fans. He gonna go back and start another streak Thursday. They need to be mad at. No, why they need to be mad at Clay? Victoria. I love Victoria. Lord, let me explain something. See, y'all just giving me material. I ain't gonna even. That's all right. I love y'all so much. Hold up, Victoria. They don't need to be mad. Victoria, have you ever had an injury? Victoria, Klay Thompson was out of basketball for 2.5 years. Victoria, he had two of the most catastrophic injuries that can happen to an basketball player. He had an ACL and an Achilles tear. The fact that he is running up and down on that court and hitting a shot every now and then is an absolute medical marvel. So we can't get mad at Clay. We just fortunate enough, excuse me, I said we, the Warriors are fortunate enough to have Gary Payton come off the bench and score 15, who Victoria got cut twice this year in the beginning by Warriors. He been with about 9 teams, G League. This kid, he just glad to be in the league. Okay, he chipped his elbow. He back playing. They got, who else come on? Jordan Poole. You know, we don't never know when we're going to have a pool party. He came in. Those shots he hit at the buzzer. 2 buzzers. That's in winning a championship. You got to have a full team. You remember, LeBron, he needed Kyrie to hit the shot. They needed Kevin. No. Yeah, you tore your Achilles, Victoria, but you're not playing in an NBA game. You can it's all right for you to tear your Achilles, but you ain't got to go play against the best athletes of the world. In the world, the quickest athletes in the world. Clay had 21 points last night. So think about what you're saying, Victoria. I love this one. I think about what you said though. The guy, I'm supposed to get mad at a guy who had, very important game like that. I'm trying to find it for you, Victoria. How the hell? I'm just trying to see what you want me to get mad at him about. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that. What was that yesterday? What's that? Yeah. What was the date? Wait a minute. Okay. Was the game yesterday? Did they have a game Monday? Okay, yeah, that's a game yesterday. Let me see what he had last night. Let me just look. Klay Thompson. Victoria want me to be mad at a boy. He had a plus 13. He had 21 points. He was 7 of 14 for shooting, 5 of 11, 2 of 2, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. Victoria, what you want me to be mad at him for? I thought, okay, I got you. She thought she was the greatest when she played. But I can't get mad at him for that one. I can't. The Rockets cut Peyton a couple of years ago, and true to form, he'll become another Rocket to lead with a winning title. Clay and Steph, yeah, we know they can shoot. She got her opinion. Victoria can say what she wants. Clay played good last night. I wasn't mad at Clay last night. Let me see. I'm trying to go back and see that I missed some. Yeah, he don't miss them when he buck naked, but he missed some of them. Think about this, y'all. Stephen Curry usually shoot 90%, 92% from the free throw. He shooting 80-something now. I don't never remember him shooting 80%. Ever. So something might be going on. You talking about the mom and daddy, something might be going on with Aisha. He had on her shirt last night at the press conference. Talking about Aisha can cook. So, so what do y'all think? What do y'all think last night? What do y'all think? 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 You know what? Somebody might have, but I ain't heard nobody say nothing about. I'm trying to go back up because I want to be nice. What the hell wrong with Jason Tatum? I ain't seen nobody say nothing. I'm going back up now. I ain't heard nobody mention. So Jason Tatum don't mean nothing to y'all. Maybe he just don't mean nothing. And I understand it. I ain't seen nobody say nothing about it. Jason Tatum. I can't believe that as Moody ain't mentioned. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But I really now I'm gonna tell y'all something now. I want Boston to win the next game. I didn't see it, Walt. I want Boston to win the next game. Oh, yes, I do. Green is always no. Now Green been terrible, but he was good last night. 2 minutes. There you go. And listen to me. I promise you. 3 of the players I was with last night, they said, had before the game, they said Boston can't. This is what they said. Boston has to limit themselves to under 11 turnovers and they win the game. If they would have limited themselves to 11 turnovers last night, they would have won the game. See, that's what's going to happen when they go back to Boston. Too many turnovers. That's a great observation. Great observation. So I'm glad Herb here. Herb, I need you, man. Oh, shit. Oh, shoot. Somebody just sent me something. I got to sit. I'm sorry. Somebody just sent me something. Wow. I'm sorry. Victoria be mad because Clay didn't return. No, Victoria ain't like that. Victoria, did you see what Jermaine said? I'm going to put it on. Yeah. But y'all, hold up. Hold up. Forget Steph right now. Let's talk about Wig. Let's go and give him. Because y'all got to understand. Herb, should we be applauding Wiggins because our hard-nosed coaches like you? Y'all need to share the show. Everybody share the show right quick. Hard-nosed coaches like you and people like me, I expect that out of the former number 1 pick. I know he was left on the scrap heap for dead. You know, Minnesota, Cleveland got rid of him. Minnesota said, okay, here. Tell me about Wig. What y'all think about Wig? Man, he playing this, hey man, taking advantage of the situation. I'm sitting there watching him, man. You know, one of the guys in there talking about, let him shoot it. He can't shoot. Wig said, okay, went to the hole. Went and dunked on somebody's head. What y'all think about that? Think about this, Victoria. You know everybody, because the draft coming up in a couple of weeks, a week from Thursday. Everybody want to be the number 1 pick in the draft. Tyrone, tell me why they need a real point guard. Golden State don't have a real point guard, a traditional point guard. They just got one of the greatest players ever, though. That makes up for it, Tyrone. I'm messing with you, Tyrone. Wiggins is a good player, but I don't think he's suited to be the number 1 option. So why they pick him number 1? Herb? Because somebody was just telling me, when you get picked number 1, 2, and 3, and 4, there's certain things expected out of you. I'm gonna get. I got the note somewhere. It's in my notes. He said he was probably the best available player. No, go back and look at the draft. Let's go look at the Wiggins. Glad you brought that up. The number 1 pick is the best available. I'm glad you brought that up, Herb. Hold on. Let's talk. Hold on. What year they get dragged away? Wiggins. Wait, what? Andrew Wiggins draft. Andrew Wiggins draft. Let me put it. Herb, I like that. I like to talk about that. I like y'all. I like a little mental calisthenics. Andrew Wiggins draft. Draft class. Let's look. Hold on. Let's look. Sometimes they get it wrong. Oh, boy, I love that. Who said that? Jason. I love that, Jake. Jay, I love it. Was the 2014 draft. He been out that long. Good God Almighty. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. Listen to me. Before I even talk about these names, I got it. Yeah. Listen to me. I'm in Vegas at the Impact Gym. If you've not been to Vegas, the Impact Gym, that's where everybody be. I got Roy Williams and all them up there. I'm sitting up there. Worldwide West is right here. And I said, because, you know, that was the year, a couple of years ago, I watched Andrew Wiggins in the EYBL. And I watched Jabari Parker in the EYBL. And I said that Wiggins was better than Jabari Parker. Worldwide West looked at me like I was the dumbest. He looked at me, man, you got to be at your... I never forget it, Thaddeus Moody. So in that draft, Wiggins, Jabari Parker, Joel Embiid. What are you talking about, Herb? Joel Embiid. Hold on, let me drink. Herb finna make me get a drink. A tea. Hold on, Herb. Aaron Gordon, Dante Exum, Marcus Smart was in that draft. Julius Randle was in that draft. Nick Stockton, Noah Vanley in that draft. Bum. I mean, he didn't make it. That's why he was able to flow his because. Hold up, Herb. You talking about who was in the draft? Elfrid Payton was in that draft. Not so good. Doug McDermott. I'm talking about the number one pick. Joel should have been the number one pick. Zach LaVine was in that draft. TJ Warren was in that draft. Andre Payne, who just passed away. A dude shot him because he butted in some business that he shouldn't have been in and got his ass shot off. Yusuf Nurkic in the draft. James Young, I never thought he was that good in the draft. Tyler Ennis. Gary Harris. I'm just going to Clint Capella. Shabazz Napier. Rodney Hood. Jordan Adams. Bojan Bogdanovic. C.J. Wilcox. Kyle Anderson. So, Andrew Wiggins. Guess what? Let's look down that list. Andrew Wiggins or Marcus Smart got a chance to get their first, they got the chance to get their ring before all of these other guys. Maybe another guy was a bit player on the team, but I'm just trying to see. You're right. You're right. It might have been a terrible draft. So, but Jabari Parker was a can't miss. Heard? Tyrone Caldwell said Golden State has spacing. Boston needs someone who can set players. Tatum can't finish at the rim and Brown took it. But Tyrone, they've been finished at the rim over everybody else. They finished at the rim over Giannis. They finished at the rim over KD. They finished over rim over Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Tyrone. Y'all, Tyrone said this. I'm going to put you up there, Tyrone. Let me see what anybody else that says something. They need a point guard. Tell me what a point guard can do. So who you going to take out the game? If you put the point guard in, Calvin Tyler, Sr., who you going to take out? Zach LaVine ain't no slab either. You're right. Absolutely. Yeah, but you ain't right on this one, Herb. I ain't say you was right. You say ain't nobody in that draft ain't had nobody to pick for. Jabari Parker was a hell of a pick. He just got hurt. Julius Randle. Zach LaVine. I'd like to see him and Zach LaVine go at it. So I don't know where you're right. Let me see who else down there. Let me see if in the second round. I ain't look at the second round. All them dudes in the second round down there gone out the league. Second round people don't make it, y'all, as much. In that draft, they had a dude named. Let me show y'all about this draft, man. Hey, what's up? What's up, Porter? Damon Inglis. Milwaukee took him with the 31st pick. KJ McDaniels. He might be still around. What's up, Bob? Bob, I'm just talking about this second round draft. Y'all, you know what these people talking about? Man, I'm going to second round. Okay. Clee Anthony early. Where is his ass at? John L. Stokes. Where is he? Johnny O'Brien. He's still around. He just got hurt. He played pretty good. I like Johnny O'Brien. These second round picks in that 2014 draft. Spencer Dinwiddie. He's playing pretty good. Playing better than some of them guys in the first round. Hold on. Jeremy Grant. Pretty damn good. Glenn Robinson. Something wrong with him. Hold up. Do y'all know? Hold up. Herb. Did Herb say he know what he talking about? Yeah, Joe Harris. Yeah, but Joe Harris, we ain't talking Joe. Thank you. Herb Baker. Guess who they got in this draft? Hold it, y'all. Hold up. Let me click something. Let me click this so Herb can hear this. The Joker is in this draft in the second round, Herb. You say ain't nobody better than him. I couldn't pick no better. The Joker, the MVP 2 years in a row. He in this draft, Victoria. I'm glad. Thank you, Herb. Thank you, Herb. Thank you. Let me keep going. Jordan Clarkson in this draft. Oh, hold on, y'all. This is fun. Oh, Dwight Powell. Yeah. Russ Smith, I thought he was cold. He in this draft. So you saying I didn't say you know what you talking about. I'm just giving you facts. So you can come with all the opinion you want. I'm stating facts. You say you know. You said Andrew Wiggins, the only reason he was the number one pick because wasn't nobody else in the draft. So I'm just giving you some more guys that was in the draft. I'm not questioning. You messed around and said something, and you should know I'm going to always. I don't know why Joker won the first round pick. Hold up, y'all. Let me keep going. No, he can't play. Let me see. That's it. Nobody else. Most of these second rounders, y'all, they ain't got no job in the NBA right now. Yeah. These guys ain't got no job. Most of these guys. Markel Brown. They might have jobs overseas, but not in association. Jabari was the most skilled player in the draft. What you mean by skill? Tell me what you mean by skill. Victoria, I'm just Herb, thank you though. I needed to see that. But what you mean by skill? Jabari was the best. If my auntie had if my auntie had a scrotum, she'd be my uncle. Thaddeus Moody. You talking about keep it real, Chicago or not, Jabari. How was Jabari so skilled? Tell me how skilled was he? Thank you, Alfio. Hey, man, yeah. Thank you, Herb, you brought up, Herb, you're bringing up stuff. You're bringing up stuff, man. Corey Jefferson out the league, Xavier Thomas, Jordan McRae. Y'all listen to these names till the guys get picked in the second round. You got to realize the draft is coming up next week. I got a mock draft today from Matt Babcock. If y'all want to hear, let me know. Mock draft. Mock draft don't mean nothing, but it's a mock. But I'm sitting here. I'm looking at these names, man. And I'm glad, Herb, I learned something today, Doc. I appreciate you. You think I'm getting at you. But no, I'm glad I looked at that draft. Because I remember, what my boy, Walter Mead, tell me, he said, has size and upside compared to Carmelo. That was it. Thank you. I want to say why is he so skilled at? He wasn't the greatest dribbler. That's a skill. He wasn't the greatest shooter. That's a skill. He wasn't the greatest jumper. That's a skill. Tell me what the hell he was skilled at. Jason Peters always being messy, but I'm gonna give it to you. It's not my mouth. No, it's not my mouth draft. No, I ain't got no mouth. I can't. I ain't smart enough to do that. He was a KU national champ that year. Oh, you talking about Wiggins? They won the national championship. See, I don't remember that. I mean, help me. No, hey, when I ever look at Jabari Parker, I saw him in high school. I saw him on the EYBL. I never thought he can shoot. He can dribble. You said skilled. When you said skilled at something, I mean you. I wish he hadn't got hurt. But let me give y'all a quick mock draft. Dude sent it to me this morning. Man, my son's sending me all kind of good stuff on the thing, but I ain't got time for him right now. Yeah. Oh shit, man, beat Jimmy. He early. I got you, doctor. You very early, but anyhow. but hold up, y'all. I'm just trying to do something. I'm trying to. This is the mock draft. See, heard what you did and what I wanted to show y'all. I want y'all to paint a picture of these drafts when everybody. Oh, Joker is unbelievable skill. Yes. Who dominated the paint in college? Y'all put the name up there, man. Don't just, we got 12 different conversations going on. So, Cyril, I know you're listening and you're in the green room, but Herb just gave me a great thing, and I went back and got the 2014 draft, the first and second round. Oh, he dominated the paint in college. Okay, I just don't remember him dominating nothing. I just don't. Maybe. So this mock draft, this from Basketball News, Pete Babcock. You compared to your other ones, they got Jabari Smith as number one. Boy, you ain't lying. Boy, hey, did y'all hear what this man just said? This was so profound. Oh my God. Some people are just born at the right time. Boy. Fob. You said something right then, boss. Guess who the number one pick is, y'all? Mock draft now. You had the draft. The draft is a week from Thursday. You got Chet Holmgren, number 3. Paolo Banchero, number 3. Chet Holmgren, number 2. Paolo Banchero, number 3. Jaden Ivey, number 4. Keegan Murray, number 5. Dyson Daniels, number 6. He from the G League Ignite, I think. Let me put my glasses on for his ass. Yeah, he came from overseas. I remember him. Benedict Mathurin, Arizona. They got him at number 7. They got Shaden Sharp, number 8. Jeremy Shokan from Baylor, number 9. Johnny Davis at number 10. Jalen Duren from Memphis at number 11. AJ Griffin from Duke, number 12. Mark Williams, Duke, number 13. Osei Jane, he from the New Zealand Breakers, international kid, number 14. Malachi Branham from Ohio State. Ochai Abaji. I was messing that man's name up when they played TSU. Abaji. No, I wasn't. Chatterbox was. I forgot what he was called. Ty Washington. Listen to me. It might be me. I ain't never see Ty Washington do nothing good when I watch Kentucky play. It just might be me. Okay? He just might be a better pro than he is a college player. Okay? All I see him do is just blow games. Tari Eason from LSU. I didn't see him play at all. Number 18. E.J. Liddell, number 19. Nikola Jovic, not Djokovic, Jovic. He's number 20, international prospect. Marlon Beauchamp, G League guy. Jalen Williams, number 22. Blake Wesley, from Notre Dame. I've never seen him play. Kennedy Chandler from Tennessee, from Memphis. He can go. Jake Revea from Wake Forest. Walker Kessler, the big fella, 6'7", guy from Auburn. Jaden Hardy, G League Ignite, number 27. Kendall Brown, 28. Ty is let me tell you, did I say it? No, they got him at 17. Number 20 is Jovic. Okay, I got to get my mind right over here, y'all. Kendall Brown, 28. Patrick Baldwin Jr. from Milwaukee, number 29. David Roddy from Colorado State, number 30. That's all. That's 30. And y'all remember, it's not going to be but 59 picks this year. That's just their mock draft. Let me see if anybody in here, they got anybody you might know in the back end. And Andrew Nembhard, I'm telling you, a lot of teams want him. They think he's a consummate point guard. Boston really covered him. The little J.D. Davison dude from Alabama, I like him. Josh Minot is going to be in the second round. He left Memphis and staying in the draft. Let me see. Let me see who else we got. Let me see, man. Hold up. Somebody trying to call me. I need to put them on Do Not Disturb. Let me see. Anybody else? That's it. 58 guys. Those are 50. I got 58. I mean, y'all can go look it up. It's a basketball news mock draft. I just wanted to share that with y'all. And because this, you're right. They don't always get it right. Whoever said that was right, said they don't always get it right. And but what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take a quick break because I've been going at it for an hour, and I just want to take a quick break. And then I'm going to bring our guest back. One of our guests back. He's already in the building. Bring him. And as soon as I take this break, I'll be right back. But great talking to y'all. Share the show. Very important that you share the show right now. Chop Chop will be back when I find this information. Here it is right here.
Sure is.
Huh. That's my boy. Lee Trevino. That man got that.
Turn in there. Come on. Get a little wind help. That looks good. Good shot.
We ain't want to blow everybody shot except Kim. Yeah.
Is what you like, Fred?
That's what I see. What y'all see? Right in.
Slight uphill.
Shit, with that camera sitting there, I'm dropping it. I'm hitting the camera.
What you like? What you like, Kimmel?
All right. All
You
right.
said that edge.
Watch how quick I move.
No.
I'm a little like Jordan. Black cat.
Or a little more, or a touch more.
You can play it a touch more.
It's going to turn a little.
Yeah, the grain sending it straight at it.
Definitely want to
like
be
you've been
on the right side of this.
All right.
This
I like
old
that.
hole.
I like that.
You're on the right side of that old hole. You should be fine.
Look at that boy. Look at that boy. He said when he get hot.
that.
Hey, y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. I had to show that. I got 7 minutes of that by Extra Eyes Media came out and filmed the filmed me out on the links that day at the tournament for a Little Aubrey's school for Little Aubrey's safe house. Little Aubrey Safe House. Great event. But do me a favor, share the show right now, because we kind of got history on the show. Yes, we do have history on. Matter of fact, every time the Chop Shop on, we got history, because the things me and Jimmy done. Now we got 2 more history makers. 3 more are gonna be on the show today. But without further, I'm not gonna wait on Jimmy. I'm not gonna wait on him. I'm just gonna bring these guests on right now. Let me tell y'all something. I got Cyril White is in the building. I got Mike Davis and Antoine Davis, and they got something. I want to let the air out the back. I'm gonna let Cyril explain what's going on, but it's a unique partnership between people that had relationship for years, and guess what? We found ourselves in a position where we can partner and collaborate and make something great happen. That's why I'm so excited about this show today. So do me a favor, tell a friend, tell another friend, text, tag somebody, because this is a historic show today. And without further ado, Jimmy done popped in. Let me bring Jimmy in first. Got Jimmy in. Jimmy, our guest. Jimmy, let me tell you something. Because as customary, if you're ready, you can introduce our guests. They all in the green room. Everybody ready. They queued up. They got their makeup on and everything. They ready to roll. So
you made a little video the other night, man. You ain't showed the video?
What
Yeah, a
video?
little commercial.
Man, I forgot, man. I forgot. I forgot. I can't think about it.
You was talking Chinese and everything on that thing.
Yeah,
man.
I got to send that to him first. All I said was to me out. No, he didn't give it to us. The guy didn't give me the video.
Oh, he's strange as hell.
Yeah, he didn't give me the video. But hey, in other words, y'all, we had a video, and we were talking about the product we don't talk about today. And at the end, I said, "Ni hao." So Jimmy, bring our guests on, man.
Oh, you said some more stuff, man. I thought you said some other stuff. Remember that old Tina Marie song at the end of that? I mean, Janet Jackson, when she started talking at the Funny How Time Flies at the end of that song, you started saying all that stuff like Janet Jackson was saying.
No, I wasn't, man. No, I wasn't. I wasn't saying that mess.
Yeah, but without further ado, of course, guys, it's that time we are at the top of the hour on the Chop Shop. It is a groovy Tuesday, indeed. And we have one hell of a conversation we're going to dive into. And we have more than one guest. We have Cyril White. He's been 2 years. Yesterday to the calendar date that since we've last had Cyril White, I think we had him live in the radio station on.
Yes.
What station? What was on last? What it was?
I forgot the name of it.
101.5?
Yeah, something. Yeah.
FM in Houston, and Cyril White came in. He had just completed a collaboration prior to that with Stephon Marbury with the Glow Balls. Mm-hmm. And now he's taken the Glow Balls to another level. And when the NCAA had came up with the name, image, likeness, and let me back up a little bit. Cyril White has for years made a mark in the South as a guy who would routinely collect talents of aspiring pros, pro-ams, and take them across the pond to China and play goodwill matches and tournaments and games against those fellow countrymen from across the seas. Well,
and Jimmy, and pay them well, but keep going, and give them a nice check, but keep going.
Oh, you chunked them a bit?
Yes, sir. When he taking the pros over there, they get some. Keep going. Them pros.
Okay, and so upon doing that, you end up forming relationships. You have to realize you have to go in politics. You be strengthening your ties with that, and the sky's the limit. He still resides in China, a good portion of the year, and um, uh, we have him here today because the name, image, likeness thing came when it was established and legalized by the NCAA. He was right on the front line with his company in learning to form a new niche and a new path for him to be effective in. And guess what? Next thing you know, one of his first clients in name, image, likeness, he's going to join us first. He's going to tell us about that. Now he is right there. Alan, talk to him in that Mandarin stuff.
I don't know, but he taught me that, and that's the only thing. And I still can't say it right.
Oh, I got something for you. I'm gonna take it back to the 70s. My good friend Bruce. Check me out. Check me out. You killed my brother. You killed my brother. You killed my brother.
Hey man, I'm about to mute your mic. Tell my Bruce Lee. What's up, Sir White? What's going on, man?
How you guys doing? What's up, Hicks? What's up, Hatter? I appreciate you guys getting me on today, man. What's going on?
Man, we just proud. Hey, let me tell you something. Anytime we have a chance to have you on, and now you bringing on today in a partnership with one of the one of the greatest men in college basketball, Mike Davis, and some of the lessons and the talks me and him have, I share on this show, and I share everywhere I go all over the world. And he just taught me so much in so little time. I hate he left, because somebody else up there getting all of that I could be getting up there. So I just hate he left. But I know he's a phone call away. But I'm smart enough to know that college coaches are very busy. I don't mess with them, parents. So, and I hope y'all don't mess with them either. But how you wanna bring Mike in? Tell me, how you want to do it. It's on you, Cyril.
Well, I met Mike at the TSU gym, coming over there when he was a head coach at TSU. At the time, TSU's basketball team was going to go to China. And so, I assisted with his group with what they were doing in Shanghai, Beijing. And we just kind of formed a relationship like that. Antoine would be in the gym all the time, working out, shooting on that gun, doing something. He was always in the gym.
Right.
And so, of course, Coach Davis took the job at Detroit Mercy. And then this NIL, name, image, and likeness thing rolled around. And, he was just talking about maybe transferring, having his kid maybe transfer to another school. And then, I got a call. I got a call from Mike Davis. It was like, hey, man, I'm thinking about having Antoine leave the school. And, I know you're creative. Maybe you can put together some things that can make sense for him to stay here. That's kind of how we picked up. So
I like that. So, but without further ado, let me bring my man. They got him ready. Hold on, let me bring him on.
Mike D.
What's up, Coach?
How you guys doing?
Hey, Coach, before we go anywhere, man, your assistant was amazing. He came on and did the I didn't know he had you. You had him at Indiana long time ago as a young assistant, long time ago, and you reached back and got him again. We talked about that a little bit. And Mike Davis, let me tell you something. I knew about Indiana basketball, but when I called the game at TSU up in the regionals, and Indiana played before TSU, man, y'all travel like an army. The Dayton Arena is humongous. Jimmy, it was red, white shirts everywhere. And if you was outside, the Indiana people trying to buy your tickets. It's unbelievable, Mike Davis, and you were in that atmosphere. And when your sister, he triggered me. I said, man, I've never seen nothing like it. Indiana basketball. Oh, my goodness. But what's up, Coach? How you doing, man?
Man, every time I see you guys, I think about you guys. I miss Houston. I miss Houston anyway, but when I see you guys, it brings back so many memories.
Oh, yeah. Them talks. What you got, Jim?
Yeah, man. I mean, now of course we hear that. Of course, you guys. Yes, indeed, that is the Mike Davis, the head coach of Detroit Mercy, former most recently, but prior to that, Texas Southern. I'm sorry, the Texas Southern University, the real TSU. He was up in that building. Yeah, the real, not the one over there in your state where you from. The one that just recently remembered there was a HBCU. They thought they wanted to go to the other conference. They thought they was somebody else. We'll get to that later though.
Mike, look what he made me do, Mike.
Yeah. Hey, you know what he got in the thing? That's some get loose juice. That's some get loose juice. He might start doing the boogaloo, coach, in a minute. He drank that stuff right there. But now, Cyril White, you was explaining about you were contacted by Coach Davis about possibly using your creativity on the name, image, likeness. Afterwards, what was the first order of business? How did you dive in, and what did you do to open the door to this union with you and the Davis family?
Yes. Well, I liked it because it was easy, especially because of the past relationship. You know, when working with people, it makes it, I don't like a hard sell, a cold call type of atmosphere.
Right.
So obviously he called me, it was already a sense of trust there. So that was good. And, you know, I thought about all the different things that I had done in China, all of the different manufacturing plants that I have access to, and just kind of how I wanted to approach working with young men in the name, image, and likeness space. You know, more so about entrepreneurship and personal branding. So the first order of business, you know, Coach and I just started to ideate. You know, I just told him, you know, just some of the different products that I was getting made in China, some different things that I had success making and selling over there. And so then, you know, we just came back. I said, hey, Coach, you know, this glow ball, I mean, we sold tons of these things in China with Steph Marbury. I think if Antoine has a good following, I'm pretty sure I can get that company to get behind this. So it kind of happened pretty quick, right, Coach? I mean, I came up to the school on May the 4th. That's when I came to Detroit, May the 4th, right, Coach?
Wow.
It was, I think, May the 4th, and Antoine was making his decision on May the 13th.
And so then we already got basketballs here already with, you know, already made with Antoine's, you know, trademark logo on it and stuff. It hasn't even been a good 60 days, and we already got a product on the market.
And hold up, Coach, I want to show it. If y'all can't see it good, that's Antoine shooting that jump shot on this thing. Now, I'm going to bring it in a little closer if I can. Yeah. That's him shooting that. That's him like this shooting that J. I just wanted to let people know this is what they're getting. And in the ball glow, when you video, explain how the ball glow when you turn the light on with a video. You know I remember that because I remember the other ball. And,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So you know, I know you feel the texture of this ball.
I didn't want to open it, man, because I might.
You want to open it up?
I want it to be brand new when somebody got it. If I give it away, I don't want my hands on it. I want it to be brand new.
This game ball texture and you know, the glow ball that we did in China, the first generation. You know, it was great. Kids love it. People love it. They like making Instagram and social media videos.
That's right.
We had a chance to work with it a lot more. So this ball has the game ball grip, you know, and it's still, you know, mixed with that special, you know, patented material that allows it to glow like that under light. So, man, we're just excited. And, you know, with Antoine having his own logo, you know, so you're Air Jordan, you're like Shaq. You're like any one of these gentlemen that have a trademark that they can now go leverage in the marketplace.
Jimmy, I'm over here messing with my ball. I'm over here talking to the ball right now. You have it.
Now, this ball, explain, like how I was trying to get you to do it. What's the technology that makes it glow when the camera?
Jimmy, it's patented, Jimmy. He said,
"Yeah, it is patented." But I, you know, like I say, that, you know, Jimmy Hicks, that's a little bit above my pay grade too. Like I don't know how they do it, but I do know, and Cyril White can get it sold. That's what I
And so so you had basically 11 days, 9 to 11 days, a week and a half to basically convince the Davises that you got it going on. You can get this name, image, likeness thing off the ground. Did you have the balls in hand when you got there at the beginning of May, or you just had the concept?
You know, I had the previous basketballs, the ones that I gave you guys a couple of years ago.
I still got mine.
So yeah, I had the previous basketballs. I hadn't, you know, really when I came down to Detroit, right, Coach? We just talked about the different manufacturers, the different factories that I had access to, and how we might be able to set up profit lines and revenue streams for Antoine based on those relationships. That's basically, I didn't have the ball, but as soon as he told me that I could negotiate with them, you know, I was able to go in and, you know, get that advance for him and start making balls immediately.
And so now the ball, you fast forward, the product is completed. Meanwhile, by that time, Antoine had already made his decision. So, like Coach Mike, you're going through this decision-making process, and May the 3rd, May the 5th, May the 3rd, 4th, you came in town, Cyril, and you made a decision on what, May the 13th?
Yeah, we was making a decision on May the 13th. And let me just say this first of all. Cyril's a genius. He's a genius. He's not going to toot his own horn. He's a genius. And I tell you why I say that, because when we contacted each other, you know, Antoine's lifelong dream was to have his own brand, have his own shoe. And Coach Lucas and I sat down with him as an 8th grader before he was even good in basketball. And Coach asked him, why do you want to play in the NBA? He said, I want my own shoe. And so I said, okay. So as a parent, you said, if you want your own shoe, man, we got to work like crazy. We got to work. Because a shoe deal is millions and millions of shots and tons of hours of work, okay? And so when Cyril and I were talking to each other, Antoine was making his decision on May the 13th, and it was a lot that went into that. It was people trying to convince us to go other places through Cyril, and Cyril's like, hey, we're going to get this done. We're going to get this done. And he may tell you the number. I won't tell you the number that he was offered for Antoine to go somewhere else, but it was a crazy number. It was a crazy number. And so Cyril and I, we talked. He flew up here, and then just to listen to him and the things he said and the vision, his vision is way bigger than this year. His vision is so big that I was instantly sold on it. And he came through with tons of things for Antoine. And so the night before he was going to make his decision, we got everything done. It was done. And so the next day I called all the coaches and told them that, you know, Antoine decided to stay here because not only will this ball benefit Antoine, but it's going to benefit the school and his teammates. And so that what made this deal so beautiful with Cyril, because Cyril worked out a deal for not just us, but for the whole team for years to come and for the school, which is powerful. And our NIL deal is legitimate NIL deal that's going to be continued here for a long time.
Wow.
Now, when you say it benefits the rest of the team, can you elaborate? What do you mean by that?
Well, everything that's profit off the ball and the chocolate, and I mean, Cyril got the shoes. He's got so much stuff.
Hey, wait!
I
ain't telling about the motor products yet, Coach. I'm spilling the tea. I'm spilling candy in the lobby.
I already got some, but I wasn't gonna say nothing about it. I got some chocolate already. Okay.
I ain't gonna even lie. I ate all mine.
He ate here. Jimmy ate here.
Hey, but you know what? But what you don't know, like, you know, with Antoine's trademark logo on the ball, right? So we got chocolate bars coming like that. We got the Twan bar. So he has his own chocolate, that logo, that's going on multiple products. So we got the Twan chocolate bar. It's gonna come out in white chocolate and Oreo first. That's his favorite flavor.
Okay.
And then we'll have the peppermint crunch that comes out around Christmas time. So he has some different flavors that we can do. I'm working with, again, the chocolate manufacturer, you know, that was willing to get behind me and working with these young men. So that's what it's all about, man. Branding these young men.
I got the next one. I'm gonna throw you I'm gonna give you the next marketing plug. I'm gonna give you the
Don't
next.
get long. I'm going to the rim. Throw it up.
You ready? You ready? Okay. We're gonna go and find one in Houston and it's one in Detroit. Coach Mike Davis and Antoine, they had a dentist. We're gonna go to that dentist and we're gonna find a special to get the teeth clean and teeth whitening when they start aching after eating all that damn chocolate and all that candy. We're gonna hit them to the dentist. We're gonna hit them from both sides, Coach. You can't lose. You go to the dentist. Hey, we got our sister right down the Alameda where Coach used to go over there and eat all them.
Allison Scott.
That's her name, Allison Scott.
Yeah.
She, best in the business.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do, and we're gonna put you guys in charge of it. Okay. We're gonna have a drop box. We're gonna have a drop box.
Okay.
And the drop box, Antoine is chasing history. Okay.
Okay.
He's 81 3-pointers away from being an all-time in the history of college basketball.
Okay.
He'd be the leading 3-point. He's 266 points away from being the 3,000 point guy.
Okay.
And he's if he averaged 26 points a game this year, he's an all-time leading scorer in college basketball history. And right now he's at 22nd place. And so he'll pass guys throughout the year. And every time he passes someone, we're gonna have a drop box put in Detroit.
Okay.
We're gonna have a drop box put in Houston.
Okay.
Okay. And in that drop box is gonna be whoever sponsors the box, but a glow ball is gonna be in there.
Okay.
The hood is gonna be in there.
Okay.
The shoes gonna be in there, and the chocolate is gonna be in there. And whoever sponsors gonna have their gifts or items in the box. Okay. So we'll put you guys in charge of putting the drop box where it's supposed to be. It's like a scavenger hunt. Whoever finds it, it's what they'll get.
Wow.
It makes sense.
Don't let Halle gonna eat every chocolate bar in there.
No, we gonna make sure he have enough chocolate where he ain't gotta go into the box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coach, I can't believe he said that, Coach, man. I can't believe he said that. Hey, Cyril, I still got my candy right now, right? I bet you can't find this candy right now. He ate it up.
It's been gone. It's been gone.
Yeah, the first day he bought it, he got it. But, man, that is unique. So explain that to me again, Coach. A drop, but Coach, I ain't never heard nobody.
Hey, he had to explain it to me a couple of times too, because this is our coach's idea about the drop box. Is put these. I tell him, Coach,
a scavenger hunt, Coach. So we're gonna put this box somewhere so people can find it. And Coach, we got to put it in Coach Houston now. It's a big city now, Coach. So do we have to give them some parameters where it's within?
Well, you have to give them a location where it may be.
Okay.
And it's going to be more than one now. It's going to be more than one.
It's
going to be more than one. It's going to be more than one. It's going to be more than one because he's at the 3-point as well as the total points.
Gotcha.
Well. And so every time he passes someone, you guys can have a drop box. It may be 5 sponsors in Houston that sponsor the box. And so you guys will be able to put them where you want to put them or even have a call in. I mean, you can have a call into your show. Whoever answers this question, a trivia question, they get the drop box.
Okay.
So it's totally up to you to how you put the drop box out there.
So we'll talk about this off air, Coach. We'll talk about this on air because that's a business. That's work. We got to work that out. We'll talk about
the closer we get to the records, the more it's going to be in the drop box, and the bigger the drop box is going to be.
I like that. Come on, Jimmy. Come on, talk. You got another. You gonna put the dentist in the damn drop box, Jimmy?
We could.
Jimmy, you done hit the mute, man.
He's talking Chinese right now.
Ni hao.
I like that. Ni hao.
Ni hao. There you go. Now, you mentioned earlier about naming is like, it's Cyril White explained to us the NCAA. People out there are watching. Everybody has, I guess, to have the opportunity for name, image, likeness. Basically, in a nutshell, how does it work? What has to be done once you get a deal? What is the basically the 1, 2, 3s and the ABCs of remaining in compliance with the name, image, likeness deal?
So, I'm actually here in Atlanta right now at the Name, Image, and Likeness Conference, right? This is the first annual Name, Image, and Likeness. It's right here at the College Football Hall of Fame. All these administrators are here. Tons of athletes are here trying to connect with brands and companies. I met the kid from Kansas last night. What's the kid from Dallas, number 10?
Jalen Wilson, great kid.
Jalen Wilson. Man, he had on this icy chain. I say, boy, what kind of NIL deals you got going, man? You got this ice. You're going to have to let me hold a diamond or two.
Yeah.
But, the thing is, you have to stay in compliance with the paperwork, Jimmy. That's the thing. Just the school's compliance officers, they're regulating everything from the type of deals you can do to the amount of commission that you can charge on deals, right? Like right now, the NIL deals are capped at like a 20% commission rate for agents who are working these deals for clients. So, just like in the case of Antoine, I had to spell out every single thing to that compliance officer. I'm giving him this much money on a check in advance. We're giving him this much money every such and such and such, He's responsible for filing his taxes and accounting reporting. And, it's basically saying, hey, this is in efforts to be in full compliance with NCAA rules with your amateur athlete. If you need anything further to be in compliance with you, and just continuing to be in compliance. And if not, ring my phone, And so that's just the thing, like Coach knows, every single thing we do, we got a piece of paperwork for it. So they can go in there and everything, there's a paper trail.
That's awesome.
Now what's during this season? You mentioned the ball, and you mentioned that you let the chocolate out the bag, and there are other amenities and other concepts that you probably have on the irons on the fire. What are there other players that you've attracted since the Antoine Davis union?
Oh, definitely other players are calling, and like I told Coach, I make these glow balls in all balls: soccer ball, football, volleyball. So, I'm talking with a quarterback right now. That's this thing that Coach knows, we have some other projects going with my glow line because I can do it in any type of ball. But like I said, the thing, I'm not chasing here. I'm so happy about the relationship that Coach Davis and I have previously had because it makes everything feel so organic. And I'm at this stage in the career where I want those type of relationships, right? After working with Steph Marbury for so long and having that great experience working with him and just making money with a friend. Like, that guy's a genius. Steph Marbury is a business genius. And I was able to learn so much working from somebody like that. Working with Coach Davis, I want that flow of ease with people that I work with. So, yeah, people definitely calling Hicks. I mean, it's an interesting product.
It's an interesting concept, man. I mean, and you being in a position to facilitate these things. Everybody don't have that cachet that they can go in China and speak the language and do the things that be able to do. And you being able to bring that back into our community and bring it back to a kid that made his bones in this community, in the gyms, in this community. And so I just, when I first heard about it, I just said, wow. I just had to think about it. And then when I got the ball in my hand the other night, I said, wow.
When I saw Antoine's response video, and I know Antoine's coming on in a minute. Antoine being at gym down there shooting and lifting.
I don't blame him.
And so, but when Antoine said, when he said that it was always a dream to have he said, I never imagined seeing myself on a basketball. You know, when he said that in the video, right, Coach? That because listen again, I have been doing this for a long time. You know, making stuff, putting logos on stuff, filling minimum order quantities at factories. So I do this all the time, right? So I guess I do take it for granted, right? When I saw his reaction to looking at himself and see that's what it's about, you know. And he has a trademark now in 2 classes where he can go and leverage this for licensing agreements and being able to learn what licensing is. Why is LeBron James logo with the lion on there with Nike? How are they? What's the relationship? Because you see what I mean? And so now Antoine has a chance to do this in the future. If Puma wants to sign Antoine, well, this logo comes with it. And that has a pre-existing value. So now you have to talk different at the table.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now,
hey, Mike, that's why it made perfect sense for us years ago, even before LeBron, to have the 1 cent emblem on with Nike.
Yeah, you forgot for that hat. I forgot about that.
I just had to let you know. It didn't start with LeBron. LeBron went and read the book and got it.
To God be the glory. I like that.
To God be the glory. You know, a little high school student drew that up for me, Mike. That Nike didn't draw that up. The 1 cent, because we wanted to say, hey, penny, 1 cent, penny, 1 cent. So every time that thing is on there, somebody got to get a check for that.
To God be the glory. I want them to understand the value of intellectual property. Just like you see my logo on the back of all those shooting machines.
Yes.
And wherever else you see that To God be the glory logo, you know it's To God be the glory.
And Mike, I told them while y'all was in the green room, they don't understand this history. Share this with your friend. This history on this show right now. This history. And I'm glad you brought that up. I mean, I knew you had to be going there, but I'm glad but just, it's not just LeBron. But what else you got, Jim?
Yeah. Now, of course, Antoine, if you just tune into the Chop Shop, we're going to ask you guys to share the show at this time to your pages, to your groups. If you're on the YouTube Boom Boom Room watching us, give us a thumbs up and share it to your social media, your other social media platforms. The Chop Shop, if you're a newcomer, first timer, welcome you to the conversation. We don't do interviews, we have conversations. And we just chopping it up on the Chop Shop. We're indeed your midday sports happy hour, 12 to 2 Central Time, Monday through Thursday. And we have with us Cyril White. He's on location in Atlanta at the Name, Image, Likeness Conference. We also have legendary living legend Mike Davis, head coach of Detroit Mercy, formerly of Texas Southern University, formerly of UAB, then formerly of Indiana. And now it made me think, I met you, first time I met you, it's been approximately 22 years ago, 21, 22 years ago.
Antoine won ball.
Antoine, he was, man.
He might have been a glimmer. He might have been. He was getting worked on.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
and Coach, I think about relationships, and oftentimes, I'm glad and I'm proud to see you with it, knowing that your son's at the end of his amateur, on the last lap around his amateur track. And I see something that I saw when I met you a couple of decades ago, and there was a certain glow in your heart. And I remember you of course, you had the glow before, but of course, we have trials and tribulations in our life. And one of the guys that brought you so much joy was a guy that was basically, he inserted himself in your life and became your de facto bodyguard, Big John.
Yeah.
And just elaborate, of course, like Big John. How did you guys form that relationship back from Alabama? And he was on the road. I'm talking about, hey, Hal, he was a black horse cart, right? That's what he was.
Well, you know I am. I'm a nice guy, friendly guy, talk to everyone. And Big John is like 10 times that. And he called me up one day and he had a job for me. I was coaching the CBA and he had a job for me in Venezuela, coaching in Venezuela. And so he got me the job. He went over because he spoke Spanish, and we just formed a great friendship into a brotherhood. And I just wish he told me this a long time ago. You know how people this. He told me, he said, Antoine gonna make you a lot of money one day. He was like, Antoine's probably 6, 7 years old. Said he's gonna make you a lot of money one day. He's gonna carry the family. I said, there's no way, because he don't even like basketball like that, you know. And through the years of preparation, like right now, he's lifting weights right now. He's shooting 3,000 shots a day, and I won't let him off his routine. I'm gonna be he probably never gonna speak to me again. He's gonna love me forever when this whole thing is over with. But you have to stick with your routine no matter what, because no matter how many basketballs are sold, how many chocolate bars are sold, if you're not preparing where you prepare for, then it'll come to an end. And this is why I love Sierra so much, because this can last a lifetime. This can last. We're looking forward to sharing our balls with the inner city schools, not just here in Detroit, but also in Houston, giveaways and stuff like that. And we want to have some other kids to have a dream, because Antoine is not the biggest guy in the world. He's 6'1". He's 6'1", and he weighed 154 last year, 154 pounds. And right now he's 165, and that's why he's lifting and trying to get to 175 to 180. But when you see a kid at 154, if you don't understand how hard you have to work to achieve the things that you want to achieve, and every little kid that's seeing that and seeing him, it's not in your DNA now. It's not in DNA. It's your work and your preparation, and it's being around the right people to give you the right information.
Absolutely.
And so we're so excited, man. I tell you, Sirius got me. He got me so happy, because every time I see that basketball, I want to go out and work harder. I want to work harder, you know. And so I stay into Antoine so hard, man. It's so hard where I stay into him and try to keep him focused and locked in, and not let his focus be distracted at all, because there's so much work to be done.
Does it help, Coach, you having your son, your son that's a coach, a little more closer to his age, and he can relate a lot of stuff that you probably can't, you know, because when he can't hear your voice sometimes, when he get tired of hearing your voice, do your son, your son is a coach, other Coach Davis, does that help, having those street, that buffer in between?
It definitely helps, because my oldest son he's very intelligent.
Yes.
I always say his intellect is like Antoine jump shot. It's very, very intelligent. But I go old school on him all the time, because sometimes I don't care how he deliver it to him. I'm saying it the way I want to say it, and I'm on top of both of them. I mean, I'm on both of them head about everything. So, they'll give me that daddy look and that coach look, but I just want to make sure it's done. And sometimes I get impatient in a way. He's retaining it, accepting it, and I want to make sure he understands there's a lot of people out here working, and you have to have that work ethic, because when I'm long and gone, I want him to pass the work ethic on to not just his kids, but through other people that surround him.
Hey, I'm laughing.
You must have a story. Go, come on.
I'm laughing a little bit because, Coach, how he say he's on both of them head about everything, right? So, I mean, in this deal, I need Antoine to do certain things at certain times. I need, hey, Antoine, I need this video, or hey, Antoine, I need you to send me this real quick. And so, Antoine working, sometimes he's not as responsive, and he may not get to it as quick, right? And I understand that. Yeah. But Coach is like, hey, man, I told Antoine, hey, man, Cyril going to talk nice to you, man. Cyril not going to say, hey, man, but if he tell you need to do something, hey, man, I say, Coach, man, I know. So Coach, he's not as nice as me. Coach said, "Oh, Cyril gonna talk to you nice, man. He gonna tell you nice, but man, he mean business." So,
But that's your role. That's your role, Cyril. I know exactly what you're saying. That's boy, this stuff. I've been 30 years of doing that. When you got and people don't understand these young athletes, they don't want listen. They don't want to do stuff, man.
Right.
That's how I became friends with a whole lot of people at TNT and a whole lot of people at ESPN.
Right.
Because
Right.
I can get the guys to do stuff
Do it.
that
Yeah.
everybody can't get them to do.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do like, I say, hey, player, you ain't finna waste my time. I do the Mike Davis. You ain't finna make me look bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got my last name. I mean, you got my last name is on this. So, I mean,
Right.
but it takes a village. That's why I was asking Coach about your oldest son being able to at least assist. Because let me tell you something. This is, Coach, and I know you living in it right now, Coach. But Coach, this is groundbreaking. See, what happens is, Coach, stuff like this, when it's successful, it leads to other things. And I know that, see, Cyril is playing chess with this thing, Coach. See, I'll never forget when I came to Penny one time and I said, look, man, we got McDonald's here, but McDonald's ain't finna pay a lot of money. But then what I need to do with them? I said, because McDonald's brings more exposure. And everybody else gonna want to be on board. So sometimes we have to take this deal with McDonald's so we can get Coke, so we can get Sprite, so we can get the. So you get it's a chess game, and it's about relationships, and he understands. We got to go do UNICEF with TNT. Because TNT gonna play this over and over and over and over and again. They got their own company, TNT. So but you have to explain it to them. And Cyril, and I know you are versed in all of this. I'm just trying to share what God has put. That I've proven that it happened before. It takes time. Even think about it, Coach. Even getting in a movie. Penny didn't want to be no damn actor. All he wanted to do is play basketball, right?
I mean, that's a great. I mean, look at Anthony Edwards with this Hustle movie. Just how fast he got that role, and the other people from that. So yeah, this is definitely the beginning for Antoine. And just to back up a little bit more on what we were talking about.
Okay.
More than the deals where I go out and I say, hey, Porsche, give this guy a car and give them X amount of dollars. Listen, more so than those deals, which those are good deals too now. My focus with these young men will be on intellectual property, securing trademarks, being sure that they have LLCs to collect these checks in that are coming from me, and start to understand like how to leverage this stuff down the line and turn yourself into a leverageable, licensable entity before you graduate from college. Now, again, I'm going to partner with people like Coach knows that's going to go out and talk to all these pre-existing companies. That's all cool. But for me, the branding and being able to establish your own logo and IP, that's the main thing.
Wow.
Well, that's a good thing.
There you go.
What's up,
They're walking around up in that building, Coach.
Bonzilla.
Coach, we got a couple of questions for you real quick as he's mounting up. And we had him,
Okay.
Hey, I see him, he rocking with me. You know what? I can feel him a little bit now. I got a connection. I got my Santana on. He got his AC/DC on.
Two different genres, Jimmy. Two different genres.
Tyler, I know you from Memphis. He ain't no Elvis Presley shirt coming on. And
Hey,
he ain't walking to that no time soon.
I'm from Memphis, but I'm a world traveler. I've been to all 7 continents, including Antarctica.
He ain't got a Muddy Waters shirt on or BB King shirt on. He diversifying his musical portfolio.
Hey, Nike worldwide. I got a Nike shirt on.
So, now we had a couple of questions for you, Coach, before we get ready to proceed. And of course, how you can post one or two of them on that.
Yeah, I got it. Coach, he said, Coach Rick Godfrey said, I'll put it on the screen, Coach, if you can see it. He said, considering the old adage, no man is infallible, what do you say to your high scoring lights out shooting son if he's having a bad shooting game? He's one of my favorite players. What do you say to him?
Well, everything you get, you steal from people. And Ray Allen had a game one time, and his coach said Ray shot the ball poorly. And Ray looked at him kind of funny. He said, well, he was like 3 for 18. He said, I may have missed the shots, but I shot them well. So what I tell Antoine is, it's all about the technique and the form. If you're shooting the form and technique right, that's all that matters. Is the technique and form. It's not about whether it go in or not, because sometimes you can shoot it bad and it go in, and you'll be lost in that. But so it's all about technique. And so what I preach to him all the time is, you can never overlook technique. Always do it the right way.
I like that. What's that other one, Jim? Oh, the guy named
We got another question coming up.
Here, key one, coach. Do you recruit Houston, Texas area kids? High school. Excuse me.
Well, to be totally honest with you, it's been very difficult for me, and I've been disappointed in this because of trying to get Houston kids. There have been a lot of Houston kids that's transferring the transfer portal, and I've called them, but I've been unsuccessful in signing Houston kids, and it's been disappointing to me because I would have thought that since Antoine was a part of the community, I was part of the community, and we both were successful there, and to see his growth. If anybody should know his growth, it's Houston.
Right.
From where he came from as a 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th grade, 11th grader to now. If anybody should know that, it's Houston, because even when he's from Birmingham didn't really know him as a basketball player, but Houston saw him grow from this guy in Lucas Gym getting beat up every day almost and struggling to where he is now. So you would think that wasn't luck, that was work, and that was the right information, that I would be easy to come in and just about sign who I want to sign to play for me here at Detroit University. But unfortunately, it hadn't been that way. But I would love to. I even told a parent about a month ago, I'm giving up on Houston recruiting because
No. I got the idea.
He pumped the brakes.
I got the idea. Let me help you out. Let me help you out, Coach, to get this done. This is all he has to do. Really simple. First of all, when you get through with summer classes or whatnot, in between time, come on home for a couple of days, for a week or so. Antoine, come to H-Town. Watch, follow me now. And come down, especially on a Sunday, to the No Excuses Pro-Am League and play in the Pro-Am. Let Houston reconnect with the player that has that understand, as you said earlier, that's 81 3-pointers away from the all-time college scoring record. That's 266 points away from 3,000 point plateau, right? Right? Let him come see that player that's number 22 of scoring of all time, that by the end of this season, if he averages 26 points a game, he will be the number 1 player, uprooting the great Pistol Pete Maravich of LSU. Am I getting this right?
Keep going.
Right? So he comes to the Pro-Am and suits up and plays along with a lot of the pros and college guys and lights it up from that NBA 3-pointer that's going to really challenge his range. That way they can see.
Oh, he already shooting from out there, Jimmy. I've been watching this game. He already shooting from out there. But keep going.
Halle, can you get him on the team? Can you get him on a good team?
Can I get him on a good? Man, all I got to do, all Coach got to do, Coach got my number. Hey, man, we coming in. He in there. Done deal.
Jim,
guess what? Guess what? If he's playing,
every chance Antoine gets, he's back in Houston. He was in Houston 2 weeks ago.
The Pro-Am just started. It just started this week.
It just started, Coach, the other day.
And I want to say this too now, Jimmy.
Okay.
Don't leave this out, because this has been a big misconception about Antoine. He's in the 98th percentile for assists.
Wow.
He averages about 4.5 assists a game through his career. I'm on top of it. I've been.
But listen to me now. When I recruited, he said, he shoots all the ball, man. But he's in the 98th percentile for assists, and I know ain't no 100 percentile.
No, sir.
In assists. It's 98, 99. But 99 is probably all it's going to be in 98. And so what I'm saying is that I would love to have, because Houston to me is one of the best. It's top 5 of one of the best basketball cities in the U.S. I saw it with my own eyes while I was there. You know, it was a lot of guys that helped him grow in that gym. And the things that goes on in Houston basketball wise, it's not happening anywhere else. The gyms that
Right.
people work out in and train
Right.
in, it's
Right.
not happening. Maybe California, maybe New York,
Right.
those 3 cities. But other than that, it's not happening anywhere else as far as basketball goes. And just the publicity that you give the kids and the opportunity that you give them to get exposure.
Right.
But see, a lot of parents get caught up on rankings, and it should be caught up on rankings. They should be caught up on the opportunity to see where you are and what you need to be doing when you go back to the gym and work.
And that's definitely, you are definitely hitting it out the park. And of course, this Coach Mike Davis, head men's basketball coach of Detroit Mercy, alongside him, Antoine Davis, the legendary Antoine Davis, a sharpshooter himself, and Cyril White is joined with them. And Cyril White is a worldwide known entrepreneur and businessman who, from China to the USA, of producing and strengthening relations and providing opportunities for young people to explore the world due to their basketball and athletic talents. Welcome, you guys. Now, I want to ask you, Antoine, you put your name in the transfer portal a couple of months ago, and you took a couple of visits, Kansas State, BYU.
Yeah. That one threw me for a loop, but keep going.
I want to say and a couple of others. Take us through those, and what led to your decision. How did you determine which schools you were that you visited, and then also what made you come back home to your Detroit Mercy fan base and your family?
Well, I just wanted to explore my options a little bit and see, like, I honestly wanted to play at a higher level at that time. I thought I really wanted to play somewhere like a Kansas State or a Maryland or BYU in that stage, and like they're always playing on ESPN, they're always doing something like, you know, something like that, you know. And I loved every visit I went on from those 4 schools. BYU was probably my favorite because Coach Pope, he was like, all we did for like the whole time that was on that visit, we just talked about basketball, and just the little workout they put me through was really, really good. And I even took some of the stuff that they did from that workout and I did it while I'm here. And what made me want to come back ultimately was it just didn't feel right ending my career somewhere else other than here. And so that's why I decided to come back and stay one more year to finish my career here.
Wow.
Now, I had another question that we tossed around on the Chop Shop, and just tossing it around. When you played high school ball in Houston, for a lot of you viewers that may have forgotten or may not be aware of, SACH was a homeschool program that you starred with, and you signed with University of Houston, and in your senior season. At that time, your father, Mike Davis, was the head coach at Texas Southern University, which is basically right across the street from U of H. When you opened it up and went in the portal, I was shocked. I didn't see U of H on the list of possibles, especially after what they've done in the last couple of years. And what was the reason that U of H didn't make the cut? Put it like that.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
Well,
I know.
I had spoke with Coach Sampson and I had talked about it. And Coach has a great team, and I really truly believe this. This is my opinion. No disrespect to anybody on Houston team. If Antoine would be on that team this year, they probably won the national championship because the way he's being guarded here at Detroit, they can't afford to guard you at that level with the player that Coach Sampson has. Coach Sampson is one of the best coaches in the country. The offensive rebound is unbelievable, the way they play, the pace they play at. And if you in help side on Antoine shoots 88% from all open and catch shoot shots on 3 points, 88%, and that's a phenomenal number to shoot 88%. And so just putting that in perspective with the way Houston plays, they would have won that championship. But Coach and I, we talked about it and we had some discussions, and you got a lot of guys coming back on that basketball team, and so. We just decided that, Antoine should look at other schools. But BYU, I know you kind of worried thinking about BYU. BYU had a great presentation. Their presentation was so impressive that my wife and my oldest son told Antoine, you're going to visit. You're going to visit. And the drop box that we're talking about doing, it was their idea. They have 60 million people that watch their BYU television show that is broadcast from on their campus. So that's 60 million homes that it goes into. And so their presentation was the NIL was not just for this year, but it was for years to come. And they also had a situation where they had someone that was going to be there explaining to him the NIL and giving him advice from a financial standpoint, and their sales, and they was the only that worked them out, like actually worked them out, And sometimes when these kids go to these schools to visit, they hear things but they don't listen, And if you listen, that's not the place for you. But if you hear, you're gonna go there because you hear something that you think you want to hear. And so through the whole recruiting process, I see why so many kids can get confused and go places that they is no way. I told a coach one time, I said, how can you play Antoine the way you saying you're going to play him and you never had a player like that before? So
what was
you
his
never
response?
had
What was his response?
Well, our coach, man, we're going to change it, we're going to change it. Well, we as college coaches, we adjust to every question you have. If we can't adjust to your question quickly and immediately, then we're not a very good college basketball recruiter. And that's why I say when you go to these college campuses and you hear these college coaches talking to you, you need to listen. Because they'll tell you, if you listen, they'll tell you. But if you just hearing them, you're going to hear everything. I'm going to take every shot. I'm going to start. I'm going to play 30 minutes. That's not, you got to listen to what they're saying. And then you got to watch their teams. How do their teams play? And how do you fit into how they play? What player on that team do you remind you of? And so with Antoine, BYU system is moving, cutting. Matter of fact, we ran some of their sets last year, in the last couple of years. And so I studied their system all summer, last summer. And so if there's not a player on that team that look like you and play like you, you better go somewhere where it may not be the level that you think you should be, but they'll come anywhere to see you and find you if you're a good basketball player. And you're only going to look good if you're able to be somewhere that fits you as a basketball player.
You know what's so unique? I listened to what Antoine said a minute ago. And Antoine, you was talking about being on TV, some, more exposure, being a lot of programs. But Detroit Mercy, maybe because it's my favorite, I got y'all as one of my favorite. I saw y'all every game. I saw y'all being extreme, because I guess I got the streaming package with ESPN. But I had an alert every game y'all played. That's how I know when Coach called me one day. I said, I see everything that your son doing. Because I got an alert and I can go and watch the game every single time. So let me tell you something. I don't know who else didn't see you play, but I got a chance to see y'all play a whole lot this year. More than most teams. Because I put y'all as one of my favorites, I guess, in my setting. So I just want to let you know, you might have more people like me out there. I'm not sure. I just letting you know people are watching. What else you got, Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean, and now Antoine, I know in your career, we mentioned earlier, 81 3-pointers away from the all-time mark. There's roughly 30 games in the season, so it's pretty much 2.5 3-pointers a game. Which one of the, then also in the same season you have an opportunity to become college basketball's all-time leading scorer. I noticed in a couple of articles, the authors of those articles probably had some type of affection or allegiance to Pistol Pete Maravich, and they shortchanged you and project you to be the second leading scorer of all time after this season, if you have a great season. So, as your father just contradicted them, that a great season at 26 points a game will put you at number one. Which one of those marks would have the most satisfaction to you, the player?
I mean, having both would be great. I wouldn't complain about having either or, but I mean, that all-time scoring, like even like me beating it isn't like the biggest thing to me. I would love to be in the conversation for it, because I mean, regardless if I'm top 10 or top 5, I'm in the history forever. So I mean, even if I'm top 2, so I mean, either or wouldn't be bad to break. I know I could definitely break the 3-point shooting for sure, but even if I come short of the Pistol Pete, I could still end up being top 5 scorer to ever play college basketball.
And now, Coach, I want to ask you this season, of course, coming from an HBCU as a head coach prior to Detroit Mercy, what other HBCUs have you played since landing in the few years you've been at Detroit Mercy? Have you, or has that been a difficult thing to do? Schedule those teams.
It's been difficult to schedule, but I really, deep down in my heart, don't want to play the HBCU because they have a special place in my heart. You know, I watch all of their games. I follow all the scores. The SWAC is funny story. My oldest son interviewed for two head spots in the SWAC this past year, and we was even considering Antoine going to play for him if he received one of those opportunities to be the head coach in the SWAC. And because the SWAC is where he grew up. He grew up in the SWAC. He grew up making those bus trips. He grew up practicing with us. He grew up on the sideline on the bench when we beat Michigan State. He was on the bench when we beat Kansas State. He traveled with us. He had his own room on road trips. And so he was shooting with us when we shot in practice for the NCAA tournaments. So he grew up in the SWAC. So they have a special place in my heart. And it's like playing against your brother. You know, you don't want to really play against your brother. And that's how I feel about the SWAC.
I got some questions. I got a couple of questions for you. You said, Antoine, did you decide to enter the transfer portal? And why did you decide to come back? What is your mindset as you approach this season with these records in front of you?
The main reason I wanted to come back is because I wanted to end my college career here, like I said a little earlier. I wanted to finish off what I started or where I started from, and I want to just end it here. And my mindset going into the season is not going to be just breaking the record. It's going to be doing whatever I need to do to win games and get us as close to that tournament as possible. It's not my full focus won't be whether I break the record or come close to the record or not. It's going to be the same approach that I have for every season.
So Coach, how good is the chance you think it is for you guys to make the NCAA tournament this year?
Well, we had so much bad luck. Last year, we had 5 home games canceled because of the virus. 5 home games, and 3 of those home games was against 3 schools that only won 1 road game total combined. And so those 3 wins alone, or 4 wins, whatever, would have put us in the top 4 in our conference. And in our conference, the top 4 get a bye and they play at home. But also in our conference, the bottom teams play, and then the next day you travel going wherever you need to go to play against the top 4. So the top 4 has an advantage. And so we went into the last 3 years traveling and playing on the road after playing the night before, and you just could tell our legs was gone. So this year, we get in the top 4, and then we have a great chance of being in the NCAA tournament.
Twan,
Of course,
I like
it's
this,
holding
Twan.
the basketball.
I can't wait to go out and shoot you some.
Hey, we gotta tell the people though. You gotta tell the people to go to ChinaHoops.net. You can get the ball right now. ChinaHoops.net, and support Antoine's NIL deal. I told Antoine it's like Jordan's, man. The only reason why Jordan get a chance to have all that value is because people are buying his product. So go to ChinaHoops.net. Let's keep this young man's product moving, and then get ready to eat some of that chocolate here come the start of the season.
See, now we of course just tuned in. We have Antoine Davis, basketball collegiate superstar at Detroit Mercy, record-setting. Hooper for the last 3 years. He's in his last season, and before taking his talents to the professional ranks. What now, Antoine? You tested the water, I think, a year ago, and with the NBA, and just got out there. What was that process like? And did you get to work out for any teams? Who was in the workout? Did you and take us back there for a moment?
Well, last year I didn't work out with any. I didn't do anything like that. I just ultimately thought about doing it. And I just decided I wanted to come back, finish my degree and stuff like that. And so I didn't work out with any teams or anything. I just wanted to come back 1 more year, finish my degree out, finish school.
He never put his name in because, again, like I said, he's weighing 154, 158 pounds. And this year alone, like I said, he's at 165 right now. And our goal is to get to 175, 180. And the guys that I have lifted him guarantee that he's going to get to there with quicker and faster and way more explosive than he's ever been. And so that's why he didn't put his name in. Because a lot of these guys putting their name in, and there's no need to test it when you know what you need to do.
Oh yeah.
But everybody ain't got you as a dad. Why? Because guess what? It's always, ladies and gentlemen that listen to this show, you should always seek wise counsel, not just counsel, wise counsel. It's very important because everybody got an opinion about something. But great job. I got a note. Somebody just sent me a text. I don't know why he didn't put it on the screen. He said, ask Coach if the pros still play at St. Cecilia over the summer. If so, have Antoine played at St. Cecilia up there in Detroit?
No, they play different places. But if you think about it, this is the only year that you've been able to go out and play because of the pandemic the last couple of years.
Right.
And so he's playing. He plays on Tuesday and Thursday. He has a really good friend who runs an open gym. Mm-hmm. The guy that's kind of like his guy. They're really close. Okay. And Antoine goes and plays over there on Tuesday and Thursday nights. But he's also been invited for the first time to go play at all these places around. But we're definitely going to try to get down to Houston.
Got to, Coach.
He was going to come to Houston for Juneteenth, and he's got to lift. He's got to lift weights. He got to be in that weight room.
We got some weight. Hey, we got some weights down here, Coach.
Well, when he came to Houston a couple of weeks ago, he lifted over at Texas Southern with Coach Jones. So he lifted over there. He even lifted on his road on his visits. He lifted on his visits. Okay. And so I'm really locked in of him doing the right thing, staying on his routine, because we don't need to get sidetracked or distracted by anything. The harder he works, the more ball he'll sell.
Yeah. You know what's so unique about this year's Pro-Am? The guy that's over the Pro-Am, he got a TBT team. The basketball tournament team. You know what I'm talking about, Antoine? The team that play in the summer to win the $1 million. He got
that's next month. That's next month.
Yeah, that's hey, Coach. Wait a minute, can our college play? College players can't play it. College players.
But you know what? I'm not sure if they're not. But Omar Strong played for me at Texas Southern, won the 3-point contest last year.
Yeah, but Omar was out of school by that time, Coach.
I know, but he won a 3-point
Yeah, he won it.
contest
Yeah, you're right.
for $30,000. I was so proud of that moment. It was like my son had just won a 3-point contest on national
That's
TV.
awesome. He got 30 racks. That's cool. I didn't know that.
30,000.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Nice.
Coach, I'm just curious. Like back when you was at Texas Southern, you know, I think like because reason we mentioned the pro-am because we stopped by there the other day.
Yeah.
And there's been a pretty much almost a total revolution of the age of the demographic that's playing now. It used to be it's out with the old, and the new is definitely in. So you see those young guys and Damian Dotson and Joseph Young and these guys coming in the pro-am, and when you were at Texas Southern, did any of your college guys play in the pro-am back then, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, or was that off limits?
It wasn't always sanctioned. I'm sorry.
No,
it wasn't always sanctioned.
What my guys did more than anything, we stayed in the gym in Lucas at Fundy.
That's right.
And Luther North. Fundy was like
Yeah.
the place to be for the workouts. And, Shannon Short and all those guys that made those jumps, and the way they playing. And it's just I'm just so proud of those guys because I saw the work that they put in. The work was unbelievable. And that's why I said Antoine got a chance to see it, but he got a chance to do it. And he was like their little brother.
Right.
You couldn't last long in Lucas. Like you go to Lucas 3 days, that was it. You skip a week. But those guys, the Shannon Shaw and all those guys, and the BJ, they was in there for weeks and weeks and weeks. We went 45 straight days one time without missing a day.
Wow.
That's how physical and tough it was, but we did it because somebody came through there at some point of a basketball.
I'm glad you mentioned Shannon Shorter because he plays in this league, and he is one of the best players. Matter of fact, he got MVP last year of this league, and Jonathan Simmons and all these guys were playing.
Oh, Jonathan is really good, yeah.
But he got the MVP because he worked. You're right, Coach. He made himself out of a great player.
Work. Put the work in, put the right kind of work in, but also listen to the right information and never got distracted by anything. See, sometimes these parents, I'm saying it's okay to fail. It's okay to struggle. It's okay. But have a plan and stick with a plan. Work. And if it's not for you today, it's for you tomorrow. Just keep working on it because it's long term.
Coach, I got a couple more questions. Let me, because it's at the bewitching hour here. It said, Coach Davis, can you tell us a father-son moment outside of basketball?
Good one or bad one?
Good one, man. We got everything good.
Well, the father and son moment for me, believe it or not, is every time we get on that bus going on a road trip with my oldest son, my youngest son, every time we go to practice, every time we go in the gym, even though, I may have to put my foot down a little bit and they don't understand it, and because I want the urgency to be there in them the way it is with me. My father and son moment is every single day when my wife cook for them and Antoine come by and get his food and my oldest son come by and get his food. I'm very blessed because most parents after 18, their kids are gone. 19, they're gone. They're never to return again. And so I have a chance to have some unbelievable moments with my boy.
Mine gone, Coach. Mine gone.
Never to
LA,
return again. That's funny.
They gone, Coach. You got the same story, Cyril? They gone.
No, that's funny how y'all saying never to return again. I'm like, oh my.
Man ain't thinking about coming here.
Oh boy, that's funny.
He fly in and fly out here so fast. I mean, it's unbelievable, Coach. That's great, Coach, because I know how you feel. I wish my son still lived here. But yeah, you're right. He gone. Join parents
every day. And when I don't see him, I let him have Sundays off, so they don't have to come around me on Sundays. But I can't wait for Monday morning to come.
Coach said they don't have to come around me on Sunday.
Not on Sunday. I give him Sundays off, but
Okay.
on Monday morning, I want to see him on Monday mornings.
I like that. Jimmy, what you got, Jimmy? That's
Well,
right.
I was just answering Wild Whale's question on the YouTube feed. He's asking and don't get it twisted now. People watching there asking sincerely. He's asking, is Detroit Mercy a Division I school, and what conference are they in? Yes, they are Division I.
Well, let me talk about that. Let me jump in on that one.
Jump in.
In China, because that's where this global stuff originates. So when Coach Davis said, "Hey, let's see what type of deals can we put together," of course, I went through my Chinese Rolodex first. Jimmy, they all asked that question. I sent one of my main top marketing guys, Antoine Davis, video of him making 103 three-pointers in a row. He got a video where he made 103 three-pointers in a row. So I sent it to my guy in China. He says, "Is this a high school gym?" So I had to really bring them up to speed on Detroit Mercy, what it was.
Yeah.
And then even in China, this whole name, image, and likeness thing, they were like, "Is it legal to pay college players? Like, is this even legal?" And I had to give a whole lesson in NIL.
Wow.
You know, so it's so brand new.
Okay.
It's so brand new. You know what I mean? Especially Detroit Mercy, those people that they know, Antoine wants to market inside of China too. Because they have 500 million basketball fans. Like he said, they got 60 million people watching BYU. Well, it's 500 million basketball fans in China. And we're managing all of his social media in China, right? So we're growing his popularity with the basketball fan base there through his global campaign. So they might have not known Detroit Mercy at first, but they're going to know it by the end of this season, especially once Antoine starts filling up buckets and breaking records. Everybody going to know.
Let me show you how big. I don't know if y'all looked. I just changed my background. Let me show you how big basketball is in China. That's the Mamba basketball arena.
Yep, the Mamba Academy. Yeah, you got
Mamba Academy right there behind me. That in Shanghai, right there, the Mamba Academy right behind me.
With the Stephon Marbury Academy, the year we started that, I mean, we were flooded with kids. All of our camps, hundreds and hundreds of kids. We were hiring so many American coaches just to come over and live in Beijing, just to facilitate how many people wanted to come and learn basketball, especially when, Stephon Marbury, I mean, he's going to always be a big draw in China. But Kobe Bryant and that, they always wanted to do something in his name too. I don't know who's running that, but just the fact that they have his name on it, man, I know they're getting tons of kids.
And Coach, before we get off this, Coach, I want you to do a home visit because I'm really disappointed right now that people in Houston, you've had some kids in the transfer portal, and they don't understand and maybe, Coach, they don't know. Coach, sometimes, Coach, some people just don't know. They don't know the history of Detroit Mercy. They don't know. They should know the history of what you've done. I'll never forget, man, you got a Final Four jacket. Every coach can't say that, Coach. And I want you to do a home visit to these kids. Coach, you hadn't been on in a while. And again, Jimmy, maybe it's my fault, our fault. We should have called Coach and got Coach on before this transfer portal stuff happened. But we just don't want this to happen ever again. So, Coach, you and Twan, and I want Twan to sell his ball and sell himself and his brand to the people, because it's going on. We got people in Japan watch this show, Twan. So we just want people. I want people to know you. That's the reason we got you on the show. We know you. I want the people to know you. I want the people to know that this man right here, I'm still using some of the words that he gave me to this day in my presentations, even on this show. So, Coach, have at it, Coach.
Well, again, we're so excited to have the all the things that Sirius has blessed us with, and to God be the glory is the most powerful slogan that you can have, or quote that you can have, because he is a blessing for all of us. And so, like I said, Twan got to shoot 3,000 shots a day for this month. You're going to 4,000 shots a day for July, and by August you're gonna get to 5,000 shots per day. That's our goal. And like I told them the other day, we're not gonna negotiate it. We're gonna do it. If it takes us all day to stay in this gym and do it, because we want to have a great story for some kid out there that think he can't make it because of his size or where he's from, where he's ranked right now. If he's not even ranked right now, it's all about putting the work in. And we're just so excited, man. I wake up every day early. Great shirt. You see where Cyril put the 3 instead of the E, And
Yeah.
so we're so excited to have all this great blessings that God has given us through Cyril. And we're going to work as hard as we can work to not just for us, but for other people. Because I'm telling you, the transfer portal going to stay full because, again, they're not listening. They're not listening. If you average 1 point a game or 2 points a game, why are you going to another Power 5 school? Go somewhere where you can play and perform. Don't continue to make the same mistakes because you're hearing you're going to be a pro. I had Coach tell me, Coach, we can't tell you anything because you're a coach. You're right. I had Coach tell me we're going to make him a pro. We're going to put him on a big stage. Well, his stage is big enough to me. And not one of those coaches was in the gym from the 6th and 7th, 8th, 9th grade on the way we was in the gym with him. So you're not going to make him anything. Like Jay-Z said, you made one, make another one.
Make another hole.
Boy, jumping legs.
So my whole thing is these coaches, college coaches, they can make you. If you can't give them, I told you this guys a long time ago. 4 hours a day, you work 4 hours every day, 365 days a year. It only adds up to 60 days, right? So my oldest son said this, no time to waste. So if you're only getting 60 days out of 4 hours every day, you better put yourself with a coach that can help you make jumps. Because if you can't make jumps and you just doing those, you're not even doing 60 days. Because nobody hardly ever going 4 hours a day. So you're really doing 30 days or 20 days. So that you better get to the right system and the right program that's going to let you play through mistakes, but at the same time allow you to grow as a person, as a player.
Wow. You better be glad I ain't got no eligibility.
Hey, I like that, man. And well said. And Coach, I want to ask you mentioned earlier about the portal. Are you guys done with your allotment of signees for 2022 to 2023?
No, we need 4 more players. I'm trying to sign 4 more, but I'm trying to bring in 4 players that want to be coached, but also want to stay in the gym as much as we stay in the gym. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a guy that only averages 2 points a game and won't average 20, never average 20. I'm looking for somebody that's willing to work all the time. So now you own your jump shot, you own your dribble, you own it because you put the work in to own it and not just want to come in and think you're going to get 15 or 20. Those are players I'm looking for right now. And like I said, the transfer portal is going to stay full. It's going to stay full even more. And people trying to ask the question, why is it full? Well, you keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again, going above your level. If no one ever made it at a lower level, they had 50-some players in the playoffs that was like from low major and under. 50, I think it was like 53, something like that. So it's not all about, I love the Power 5. I mean, the Power 5 has so much to offer, but if you want to be geared down and all that, go to the Power 5. But if you want a legitimate chance to be successful and not just go to the NBA, but have an opportunity to go play basketball after basketball, because you never can be a role player here and think you're gonna be a go-to player somewhere else. Because you haven't trained your body and your mind for that. And so many of these guys that they could turn water into wine. They're not doing that. It's not happening. So it's gonna stay full from that very reason, because even the parents, it's me. My son being recruited and transfer portal, they're talking to me. And if I wasn't listening, I would feel real good about what they were saying. I really would. I would feel real good about what they're saying.
Right.
but we are great salesmen. But if no one is ever, we all take credit for people that have been in our programs.
Right.
We all take credit for that. Okay. But how many coaches can actually train you and teach you? All these workout guys, I mean, they be in the gym working guys out, trying to get them better. They understand the workout stuff.
Right.
Most college coaches understand their system and their programs. So workout guys, do these guys a favor, tell them the truth. I hate when I hear, well, I'm not going to tell them where to go. You should. You should tell them because you know their level of ability. You know that it ain't going to work over there. I don't need to have a notch in my belt saying he had the Big Ten or the SEC or the ACC when he really a SWAC player who can make it from the SWAC. Because SWAC players have made it before. You know, he's a Horizon League player who can make it from the Horizon League, but never play in the ACC or the SEC. You know, it may not feel good going to the mall saying that my son play at Texas Southern, but at the end of the day, my son at Texas Southern gonna do great things.
Absolutely.
And have opportunity to play even further and make more than my son playing in the Power 5. He's not even playing. And then he's at home trying to find something that he's never prepared himself for because he didn't play for 4 years. Wow. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know, and so that's why
top to bottom.
Huh?
I said you gave it to him from top to bottom, like just that whole scenario, right? Like,
see, I miss these talk, Mike. Mike, hey, hold up. I'm sharing this with y'all today now because I usually get this by myself. I really, but man, I'm so proud. But hey, Jimmy, we got to let Antoine. We got to let Antoine close it out. We got to let Antoine because this is Dad, I love you, but I've been had this ball all day. I ain't even opened it up yet because I'm some lucky person next week. I'm trying to figure out. Y'all got to do something to get this ball. Everybody, this Antoine Davis ball. Hey, Antoine. You got to do something to get this ball. You got to make straight A's or something. Something got to happen to get this ball. You feel me? I'm not. You see, I ain't took the cover off yet, Antoine. I didn't even want to get dirty. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me, young fella. I know you done said a few things. You man a few words, but I just want people out there all over the world to know you. To know you a little bit more. I remember you as a little bitty kid. And now you, man, Dad, thank you, because he handled this interview, no, not really an interview. He handled this conversation so greatly. So now I just want to give him a chance to, speak to the country.
Well, coming out of in middle school when I first moved to Houston, I thought I was better than what I was, especially coming from Alabama, where Alabama basketball is not as big as Houston basketball. Like Alabama is more of a football, other type of sports, baseball type state. So like basketball is like the last thing they think about. Like when I went to Houston and came back, they always had, and I went to the rec center in Alabama. They always had something going on in the rec center that wasn't basketball related. So they never really cared about basketball, like how Houston cares about basketball. So when I first moved to Houston, it was difficult for me to adjust to everything, especially the way those workouts were, and like seeing it was like being in a jungle because it's like there's so much going on at one time, and then if Coach Lucas says something, everybody stops talking. It all just stop, and so it's just so different for me and so difficult, and so I was really bad first coming to Houston. I wasn't good at all compared to everybody else because everybody else was stronger than me, faster than me. These are the same people that are in my grade, so I just had to figure out something that I could do in order to get better and be able to compete in Lucas or be able to compete against the older guys that I was going against. And so like we used to work out. I used to work out 4 times a day, whether it be at Lucas, then go and shoot after Lucas, then the Lucas workout at 3 o'clock, whether it be at Victory Prep or it be at Lutheran North. And then after that, I would shoot at night. And I did that for years and years on out, and at first I never saw a difference, but then as time went along, I got better and better, and the people that were way better than me at the start were either even with me or I was passing them as time went on. And so when middle school and high school came, I had offers. Obviously, I mean, people knew my dad had offers, but I was like a 3-star, 2-star recruit in high school. And especially playing for homeschool, it's like you can only take homeschool so much as serious. There's only been so many really, really good players come out of homeschool basketball. And so I wasn't really highly recruited. And then I went and played for the Hoops and played on the circuit and was still under recruited as much because I wasn't playing the one. So they were always, the big question was, could I play the one in college? Because I never played the one in high school. I always was playing the two or somewhat the one, but I was mainly playing the two. The only time I played the one is when I played the one in high school, like with my dad and them at their practices. That's the only time I played the one. And so then I just got an opportunity. Coach Sampson gave me an opportunity. He gave me a scholarship. And my dad said that's the best coach that you could play. Besides him, that's a really good coach that you could play for. And so I was going to end up playing for him, but I ultimately wanted to really play for my dad. I really wanted to play in the SWAC too. I wanted to play at Texas Southern because like you said, I grew up around Texas Southern. I always wanted to, the environment, playing in front of those people, it's just like, it's a big party, but at the same time, they're really serious about winning. Texas Southern is a winning program, regardless of how you put it. And I wanted to really be a part of that. And then Coach Sampson gave me the opportunity to go and play for him. And I took advantage of it because I really wanted to play for him at Texas Southern, play for my dad. So then he got the job here. Then regardless, I wanted to play for my dad anyway. But I never worried about rankings or anything. Like in high school, I never worried about going to the big camps and the Nike camps and the only camps I really went, the only one I really went to was the Top 100 camp. That was the only camp that I really just wanted to go to, but I never went to any other camps. I wasn't worried about it because I knew what I was doing was going to eventually pay off in some sort of way, and that's why I was able to have the year that I had my freshman year, because I just prepared myself from 7th grade to then, and so it wasn't really worried about what other people's opinion was about me in basketball or saying I wasn't going to be good enough to play. I just never really worried about it. I just always worked and kept doing what I needed to do, and then it eventually showed for my freshman year. So, I mean, what I get out of that for people that are worried about rankings or like kids like me, you just don't need to worry about that type of stuff. You just need to do whatever you need to do to get better, because it doesn't matter where you come from. Somebody's going to notice who you are no matter what, because they find talent everywhere. So that's all I really would have to say about that.
Wow. Coach, he got you that time, Coach.
Hey, but you notice how sometimes he say him. He say him. Him is me. And when he texts his mama about it, he always say, can you tell him that I'm not going to the gym today? Can you tell him? So my other name is him. It's Dad. That's what he don't want to say my name. He said, tell him, Mama, could you tell him? Could you tell him? So he said him a couple of times. They brought some memories back to me.
We want to give a shout out to the great living legend Michael Young, who's watching the Chop Shop, and he sends a shout out to you, Coach Davis and Antoine. He's watching today in Houston.
And Jimmy, I got to tell these parents something. I used to be in the same workouts with Mike and sitting there. This Mike Davis now, parents. This is for y'all. He sit up when his kid is in somebody else's workout. He don't say nothing. He sits right there. He'll talk to me. He'll sit there. This Mike Davis now, who got a Final Four jacket, parents, and he at the game. He's sitting over there like this. Ain't said nothing to his son. I'm just trying to help y'all now, because I know some of y'all, they're going to go over your head. It's all right, parents, to just let the professionals do their job. That's a man in authority, and his son at that day was under another authority, and he just sat back and watched. So thank you for when I saw that, and my son went off to college. I'll never forget. I was there for 4 years in his summer. You know how that have senior night. I'll never forget this. Senior night, you had to come down. The people sitting in the stands said, "I didn't know that was your son." All of this stuff he been doing for 4 years, and you never say nothing. I got that from that man. I said that. What the hell I'm gonna say? I'm up in the stand. I can't do nothing. So I sat there for 4 years and didn't say nothing, Mike. And I got that from you. I'll never forget about it. I'll never forget it. It's parents. In other words, leave it in the hands of professionals. Just leave it.
Hey, my funny story about that. My oldest son was on the 7th grade basketball team. And I went and watched him practice one day, and during the break, he walks up in the stand and said, "Hey, Dad, what am I doing wrong?" I said, "Talking to me. You got to coach that." You talking to me. That's wrong. But let's give a shout out to Michael Young, because he's really worked with his boys as well. I mean,
yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
The right way, worked and worked. I remember Jacob being in the gym shooting when we played against University of Houston. I was the head coach at UAB. I remember in the gym shooting. So he's put some work in. It takes work. And like you said, let the coach coach.
Yeah.
Let him coach.
Yeah.
I'll talk to my son when we get home. I get in that car.
So one of the things that you and Michael Young have in common, despite within the last, 10 years or so, 12 years or so, I guess defied the odds, meaning in today's grassroots heavy society, grassroots influenced society, rankings influenced society, both of y'all made a conscious decision to withhold your sons from playing grassroots basketball in their underclassmen high school summer in an effort to get better and develop. And when it was time, you along with Mike Davis, along with Michael Young, opened the gate and let Petey on out the doghouse, and he got the biting along. And they both, and because his sons were small and light, about 160-ish, 150-ish, around the same time. And what's your thoughts on the grassroots basketball that we see out there today?
Well, my deal was this. When I walked in the gym and saw John Lucas Jr., how small he was, and how Coach Lucas had worked with him, I said, he can have my son. I'm not going to say a word. Have my son. Now, when I'm going to take him his workout, to go back over to Texas Southern, work with him, to be told it, but I seen what he did with his boy. He wasn't guessing. So he gave me a team to play on. We went and played in that team, but that team was designed for Antoine not to be subbed in and out, but to play. And when we win those games, I found Antoine, even about to make the trips, I found him a gym to where he had to go get his 1,000 shots up. Early in the morning, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, he went and got his shots up when everybody was sleeping. And then when we got back from a weekend of AAU ball, we went straight to the lab on Monday. We didn't take 3 days off. So many of these parents, I just told you 60 days. If you taking 2 or 3 days off a weekend and you're not getting the work of the games are great. The games are great. Great exposure. But you gotta find time for your work. So no matter where they were, I knew somebody in that city. I would call them, hey, my wife got my son there. Can he get in your gym on your shooting machine? What time is there? And tell her to pay him, whoever it was. And so he never missed his routine that he had at home on the road on the AAU weekend or whatever it was. And he never took days off when we got back from that weekend. So the AAU stuff is a great time to be playing basketball, but that won't be enough for some players.
Right.
For some players.
Right.
And we was those players. We was in that some players group where he couldn't miss out on anything.
Right.
You know, that's why we shot 60,000 shots in 12 days.
Wow.
You know, how many kids you know going on AAU weekend that's found the gym to go shoot in before their games?
No.
You got to do that because you can't miss. You can't waste time. You can't waste time. And so for me, the AAU basketball is terrific. It's great, but you can't miss your work for it. He didn't play his senior year in high school. He didn't play his senior year. We just went to the gym and we worked like crazy because I knew what was waiting on him his freshman year. And I told him, I want you to be the best player you can be your freshman year of college, not your freshman year of high school, your freshman year in college. And so if we're going to get to that point, you got to put so much work in, and you can't miss a weekend. You can't miss a Monday or Tuesday because you're going up on the weekend. Matter of fact, before they got in that car all the time driving down, we got our 3,000 up. You know, the number is 3. That's the number. You know, so you can't negotiate.
That's your cue. You supposed to show the shirt when he say that. That's your cue. The number is 3.
I like it. I like it. You know that, and you know that's one of the reasons, guys. Hatter and Hicks. That's like Mike Davis and Antoine Davis. This father-son thing. It's like it was really, you know, more so than a great business opportunity, which it is. It's really an honor to work with Coach Davis and Mike, and like you said, Hatter, the type of stuff that you learn from Coach Davis. It's a pleasure, man. It's great. You know, that's what it was like when it came to me, the moment, like Antoine said, I want to stay here and finish this out with my father, and knowing how much Mike loved his son, and just seeing that God really give me an opportunity to be a part of a solution for that, man. Like, that's how I looked at it. Like, God, you're giving me a chance to work in something and to be a solution for something that's wholesome and good, like family, not just making money. Because again, Coach Davis will tell you, I mean, yeah, okay, we got a 6-figure deal here with this thing, but hey, it was gonna be 7 figures to move, right, Coach? I mean, we was gonna look, but it was all about we can stay here and keep family together,
right?
You know, or we can go for the money and you know. But I just. It's just really an honor because you know what this is about. It's about family, and it really encouraged me to be a better man in my own family when I see, you know, how Coach get down and just, man, it's a beautiful thing.
Awesome, man.
I mean, they had a chance. Siri told me that it was people wanting him to leave for 7 figures, you know, for 7 figures, and you know, when you hear that, you say, "Oh man, that's crazy." I'd have left. Well, they've been calling me crazy all my life.
Right.
You know, and they gonna retire his jersey on senior night this year. You know, and that's a big time honor to have your jersey retired at the school you played for after you play your last game as a senior at home. Is a powerful thing. You know, so all this, man, the balls and the hoodies and the shoes and the chocolate and I mean,
drop box. Yeah.
I mean,
drop box.
The drop box. You know, Sirius is a genius. He's a genius, and you know, his phone should be ringing off the hook. To be honest with you,
right? It's
because he is a legitimate business person, but he's a legitimate Christian guy who understands. Like he said before, he talked to Twan a certain way, and I'm like, man. Let's get it, because I don't want to lose this opportunity that we have, because to me it's so huge. It's to have your jump shot on a basketball. Like,
man,
this
come
is where
on,
we
man.
got the logo from right here.
Oh, that's it, logo. Right there.
Yes, sir. That's it, baby. Torn ball, baby.
To have it on a ball that glows, and when you see that ball glow, it's mind blowing to see that ball glow.
I don't know, Coach. I might not get it. You keep talking, this ball ain't gonna get gave away.
But we're gonna get enough sponsors. We're gonna get enough sponsors to have enough balls in Houston to where you guys can have a call in and whatever you may do.
Yes, sir.
To share some balls with the community.
My man.
Exactly.
I told y'all this was gonna be a historic show. This has been unbelievable. Coach, we in the overtime, Coach. And Jimmy, let's close this thing down. Cause Twan might got to shoot some more jumpers in a minute.
No,
Hey,
I gotta go.
good.
I gotta go get treatment. But I would like to say thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
All right, baby.
Hey,
All
man.
right.
Hey, Twan, I still remember you during the Hoops Giving Classic. The team from Dallas come down there with Terrence Ferguson and Manuel Mudiay and all them guys. And him and JJ Caldwell and what's your kid name over at Memphis right now? DeAndre Williams. And all
that's right.
Yeah, they play on the same team and they lit fire. That was the coming out party. That was the platform that whereas Antoine Davis got introduced to the world because by default, the videotapes and the mixtapes or whatever came from that game was basically, it was supposed to be geared toward Mudiay and Terrence Ferguson and Mark Vital and all those guys. And boy, they got a rude awakening because it's like they got bamboozled. They come out there and Antoine put on a shooting clinic.
Yeah.
AJ Caldwell,
let that man go. Go, Twan. Go on and get your treatment, man. Jimmy all day. Let that man go get his treatment, man.
That's called a blast to the past. No, young fellas.
I like that though. I like the way you brought it up.
He got 2,000 more shots to shoot before he can go home. He's at 1,000 right now. He got
Coach, you know he know how to rig that shooting machine.
No, he trying to get it, Coach. Coach,
hey,
he trying to get it, Coach. No, he's trying to get it, Jim. Jim, you don't understand, man.
I film every shooting day from up top. I film everything.
He does. He sends me the videos.
Hey, did you know? Speaking of, we thought about the other day at the pro-am. There's a little kid in Houston that graduated around the same time as Antoine.
Thomas Fields. He talking about,
Yes, and he invented his own portable shooting machine. It goes in your trunk. It's like a little golf cart. Like a golf bag. Kind of resembles that. And it's something real.
I ordered one.
He got one.
He had it again. Coach,
grind machine.
The grind
machine, baby. Yeah.
I bought one.
Come on, man.
I bought it because he's from Houston. And I also bought it because we have a little gym downstairs that he can just shoot because it's like just one basket.
Right.
You just go there and shoot on it like it's a gun machine. That's why I bought it.
Man.
Well, Coach, you gotta let me know, Coach. We gotta get on down, and I remember get on down to Orlando somewhere and get some crab legs. Hey, Holla. That dude there got. Remember them old folks used to call it a tapeworm. Mike Davis got one of them tapeworms, man. That dude might have ate 10 pounds of crab legs.
It's called a good
talking about himself.
Hey, it's called a great metabolism, Jimmy. He's able to process that stuff fast.
They got
people kicked us out the crab leg house.
That's funny.
Boy, y'all something else, man.
Crab paste in Houston.
Oh yeah. We got a lot of it. But Coach, I hope Coach, come on down. Let me know before so I can make sure y'all. I would love to see Antoine in that pro-am. Oh my God.
Man, one weekend. It'll be packed house.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be a packed house. And guess what? Sir White had the glow balls there.
Oh, yeah.
I'll get a table. I'll have a table in there.
Hey, done deal record.
Dude, follow my lead on this. I got it. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You come to Houston. Let us know in advance. That way they can start promoting it. Antoine going to be here this weekend. And boy, watch what happens.
The leading scorer, hold up, the one of the leading scorers in NCAA history. You know how to pull it up, Coach. Boy,
he get Mark Berman to come down.
Oh, my God.
I know Jesse Tina put him on. Oh, no, Mark Berman will be there for sure.
He told me if Antoine was in Houston, he said he wanted to do something on this story because it had a Houston connection. But if he came down, I'm pretty sure he would come over and do something because he said, Antoine is pretty sure.
Guaranteed that I get Berman over there. And also, Haller, here's what you do. Mark your calendar. Whenever he comes, whatever team that's playing against Byron Smith, the head coach at Prairie View. That's the team that Mike Davis wants Antoine on. I already know what time it is. I don't remember that from back in the day. Whatever team Byron Smith playing against.
I love Byron Smith. He's my man. He's my guy. He's my guy.
Hey, Coach, but I got something. Hey, Jimmy, I got to share something with y'all, right? Marcus Howard, he going down. J.J. Redick going down. Allen Houston going down. These are the guys in front of him. Kevin Bradshaw, he going down. Otis Birdsong, one of my dudes, he going down. Larry Bird is about to go down next year. Elvin Hayes is going down. I'm keep going. Oscar Robertson is going down. Danny Manning is going down. Jimmy. All these folks, young fella finna come and tear these folks' head off, man.
That's amazing.
Unbelievable, man. I hope y'all heard that. Freeman Wynn.
And of course, Antoine Davis, once again, guys, he's on currently number 22 on the all-time Division I scoring list. And he is on pace, and he could very well finish after this season. All he has to do is average 26 points a game. Now, mind you, he averages about 24 points a game for his whole career already.
Right.
So he's been right there smelling 26 a game. So let's not think that that's a phenomenal number. That would probably lead the country in scoring in Division I for the pretty much for the most part. But this is a very attainable record. Now, Coach, after Antoine is gone, do you lay it down as a head coach?
I have too much information to share. I have too much information to share. And my biggest thing is just listen to what I'm saying. I mean, I've stole some good information from some great people.
Jimmy, I told you it's all right to stay. They said the best wisdom is pleasurism. Only stupidity is original. You can keep that, Coach. Coach, you can steal that one from me, Coach. Coach, you can steal that one from me.
Hey, you don't steal it.
Say it one more time.
You said it too fast. You said it too fast.
The best wisdom is pleasurism. Only stupidity is original.
Love it. Love it. Make sure you
ain't nobody finna copy your stupidity.
How the
I got you, Coach. I got you, Coach. I'm gonna send it to you.
Hey, we're gonna get Cyril White. We're gonna get that trademark so with Cyril White gonna get some prints off of it. Name in his life. We got chop name in his life.
I already pushed the button, man.
Hey guys, it's time to slide down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing on this Tuesday, man. Thanks so much. There you go. Antoine Davis, Mike Davis, and of course Cyril White. Hey, man, great conversation with you guys. Make sure you share the show on your way out the door. It was a great time. Yeah. And, of course, we'll be right back at it on tomorrow, Women Rock Wednesday. We'll have more time to dive in and exchange thoughts about the NBA playoffs. Yeah. Game 5. I know you guys had a lot to talk about. Let's hold it back. We'll get on it tomorrow and a lot more. But but right now, it is time. It's fun, but it's time to run. Yeah. On behalf of Robert Haller, this is Jim Hicks, and we'll see you guys on tomorrow. Haller, talk some Mandarin to him. Haller, give him some Chinese.
Hey, I'm gonna learn something tonight. I'll give him something tomorrow. I'm out. I'm out of here, y'all.
Jim Hicks, Rob Haller. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the